Hello and welcome to K-pop. It's just me currently. I'm gonna have to wait for Lori. Also gonna check the volume levels because I'm still kind of there. I am uh, waiting for a new microphone, which will come around Christmas time. So apologies for any audio issues, but it doesn't sound too terrible. So I'm gonna stop having a delay in my ears. But let's turn on the chat. Hello, you can hear me. That's good. It probably doesn't sound the best. I'm waiting. I asked Santa for a new microphone setup that is going to be an XLR cable mic. So this is currently a USB, and my computer does not like USB mics for some reason. I don't know what it is. So yeah, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, an XLR setup that goes through like a different sort of cable will help out and make everything run a little bit smoother. I also have like two ports, so when I'm with Lori, we can have a mic setup that is not through a USB because I don't trust USBs anymore. They don't they don't seem to work for my purposes at least. And Lori says she's coming. Okay, just let me know when you're there. I sent you a link, so when Lindsay is finished with her stream, she can let you use the streaming setup. So, yeah, that's why we're vamping a little bit, waiting for Lori to get here. Like down here says, she should be here around 9:30. So, hoping for a timely arrival of her because I miss her. I need someone to talk to. It's weird being alone. Um, so yeah, I guess I can shill our shop a little bit while I'm here because apparently that's my vibe. Whenever I'm Whenever I have the opportunity, I try to let people know that this exists. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I will change this header eventually. We have some new stuff launching. I'm waiting till after Christmas because it's going to be more of a pre-order situation. So I didn't want people to like order it and think they're going to get it in time for Christmas, and it wouldn't. So I'm waiting to launch that stuff, but it's really fun and wonderful. And I put out some teasers, and people seem to like it. But yeah, bestseller currently is a Seven Heaven crop top for Purple Kiss. They love it. The people love it. 17 Album of the Year winners. You can get some merch that is reminiscent of their most recent album. FML won, but if you wanted to get one that was for their more recent album, for 17th Heaven, we have some cute little keychains. We have a patch that is an iron-on. We have another patch that is different style. It's an embroidered one, so it's hefty. It's a thick boy, um, but it's beautiful. It's the uh, Japanese comeback for their Dream song. So if you think you recognize it and you didn't realize you recognized it, they wore it during that promotions, as you see here. But yeah, that's enough shilling for today, I guess. Let's take this down. Goodbye. And I thought, since apparently this is 17's day, they won Album of the Year, which I am super proud of them for. And we'll talk more about that later. But I thought I would unbox one of their old albums. I think this might be, is it a repack? Yeah, it's the repackage of Love and Letter. So it's lovely. It's beautiful. So I thought, just in honor of their win, because that was a big win, and I try not to talk about it. I want to talk about it more because I have so many thoughts about mamas. But I guess we will unbox. Unbox. I like how this is set up. It comes with like an outer box, which is always better, because they love to just put stuff in here that falls out. Oh, hello. Oh, yes. That was the one that came out when you were in Korea. Yeah. I didn't know about 17 when this came out, but you were already there. You were already killing it with the K-pop game. You were already winning, Lori. I understand. But yeah, here she is. The same as the outer box. I'm scared something's gonna fly out at me. Okay, here we go. There's like a little square that says to carrot. which is interesting. I think you can put like I think you can put something there. What do you put there? Just a photo? Maybe we'll figure that out. You're Ajunai in Seoul. Ugh, I wish. I wish. One day I can Ajunai there. Okay. I think this has the iconic Hoshi picture, so I'm very excited to come across that. It's the one that they used for the he's a Gemini Twitter tweet. I don't know, the tweet that went viral for Hoshi. They were like, I don't know who this K-pop boy is. I don't listen to K-pop, but this man is insane because he is just all Gemini on his chart, which I don't know how he lives. So there's words. I'm not sure what the setup here is. I didn't really look into what it's going to be, but I like this binder. It's very easy to display. So, wake up, it's time for breakfast, and then there is a lovely still life image of some food? Question mark. It looks like there's paint. That's concerning. This looks like a thing of paint. I don't it might be juice. Where is it? There it is. Down. There. Uh, so that's don't eat paint, everyone. Don't eat paint. There's also broccoli and two eggplants, a pepper, I believe that's a tomato, and some celery. And then an egg on what looks like a horrendously cooked or maybe a cold cut of some ham. It's giving children's book. Correct. Yeah, so this is not what you should eat for breakfast. Do not listen to 17. Do not eat whatever this is for breakfast. Oh, baby, yes, Coops. My goodness. Hello. Not the eggplant. I don't I will bring up something that happened in Mama's. Why were there shopping carts? Was that like a throwback to their Japanese song where there was some like grocery stores involved? I don't know. The hot pink shopping carts were an interesting choice. But I guess it ties in here. He's drinking his milk. He's getting his calcium intake in, which is really good. That's good for you. He needs it. He needs that calcium. He needs to grow up to be strong. Oh, it's ketchup. It was ketchup. It's not paint, everyone. Everything's okay. It's just a weird form of ketchup. It's okay. They're not eating paint. Oh, he looks so good as a blonde. I forgot how he looked as a blonde. What is this? What is this photo shoot? I don't know. It's okay. Joshua! Hello. I'll try to get closer to you. This is so difficult. Hello, Joshua. He was looking mighty fine with that glass of milk. They really like their milk. Oh, there's more milk. More milk. So I guess they're not lactose intolerant? That would suck if they are. Okay. That's really cute. Oh, I forgot about that lore. I forgot about that lore. The milk is real. The this makes so much more sense. Oh, wow, that brought back memories I didn't know I had. Kind of reminds me of the meme of Joshua singing "Drink water, not alcohol." Yeah, he's a good Christian boy. You can't do that. There's a horror story with that. I can't remember all of the details. I'm gonna need to revisit that. But I do remember what is it, the Melona room, the really green room. I remember the horror stories from there. Aw, that's cute. Look at him. I don't know why we're just watching them eat breakfast. This is an interesting idea. Come and join the game. Oh, now they're playing. Now this is a very youthful concept. They're playing games now. Oh, Star Wars themed. Because of course he would be. Oh wow, he looks so young. Baby Woozy. Like, look, bare face, playing with some toys. Aw, don't hate on Woozy. Don't hate on Woozy. Here's more of the lore. So yeah, Minhyun said they had to drink like 2 liters of milk or couldn't go home. That would scar me as a human being. I don't think I could do that personally. I'm not a huge milk drinker fan. Um, and like especially like actual milk. I don't like what if they were lactose intolerant? Did they take into account intolerance? Or was that not a thing yet when they were still trainees? Because I think they did away with it because I feel like they figured out it was kind of harsh. Oh, cheese balls. Fun. Oh, ah! Stuff fell out. But I will show you the cheese balls first. Focus on them. Focus. Okay. A bunch of stuff fell out. Ah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Come back. Well, you get a lot with this. You get so many things. So for this, I haven't seen them yet because they've all been flipped over. But for this, you get 2 stickers, which is, I believe, Aju Nice. The font throws me off here, but that is what I'm assuming that would be. So you get a round Aju Nice sticker. If you would focus camera, that would be wonderful. That's good enough, I guess. And then you get a 17 sticker, which is really cute. I like the design of this. The font's really nice. Okay, now for the fun part, because these attacked me. So this is what goes in the front. I love how my camera keeps focusing in and out. I told it not to do that, but it's okay. Oh, it's my S-Coops era. Apparently, again, what is he eating? It looks like meat on a stick. It's not meat. I think it's just a popsicle, but that is very meat-esque, which is kind of scary. But he looks so cute. And then you get 2. So this goes in the front where the square is. I've now discovered what this is used for. So let me close this and demonstrate. As we wait for Lori to eventually get here. She has like 2-ish minutes. Oh, that's really cute because it cuts off like the bottom part where there's words. Oh, here we go. Where there's words. So now it's just a little S-Coops eating a popsicle. How fun. Now for the photo cards. You get 2 this time. They really upped their game since their first album. Their first album, you get like 1, barely a photo card. It's more of a, I don't know. It's more of like a bookmark, if anything. I just saw, I just saw an article that said NMIX has 900 photo cards for their upcoming album. Oh, gosh. There's not, how many members is in NMIX? Because I know people hate on 17 for having so many photo cards as like options, but there's 13 of them. I don't think NMIX has that many members, if I remember correctly. So please let me know. But that's a lot. How many versions of the album do they have? Because I know like 17 got up there because they had like 3 versions of like the normal album, which had 13 options of photo cards, plus or minus different versions. I don't know. But then they had the carrot version, which is all photo cards. Okay, they have 6 members. See, I feel like that's excessive for 6 members. That's a little bit much. But I guess it also depends on how many versions of the album they have. But let's see. Who is it? Hello? Oh, it's June hiding behind a seat. That is a very like candid photo. It's blurry. It's not just me. That is the picture itself is blurry, but it's just kind of adding to the vibes, I guess. He's like washed out. And he just looks like a little blob sitting behind a seat. It's hard to show, but that's adorable. But very different from photo cards of today. Oh, yes. Wow. That's a lot. Good luck if you collect photo cards. Tell your bank account good luck. Okay, next is it? Okay, it's Ming Hao. I've restarted my magnetism. I'm getting him again. So yeah, here he is. Again, it's a far away shot and it's very what is it? Vintage style. I won't blame the photographer, but it's blurry and far away and not well lit, but it's okay cuz it's 17. We love them regardless. He's looking real dramatic too. So those are cute. I got the China line, which is rare for me. Oh, am I lagging out? Let's see. Is it just me? No, it's not. Okay. I think it was just my phone. I'm like monitoring myself over there just to make sure nothing happens. But yeah, it started buffering, which was scary. That's always a scary thing. So let's see. Everyone grows up. Yes. Minghao grew up. And yes, he really did. He looked really young and innocent for like a long time, and then one day he just like snapped his fingers and like became like a man. Just a man. Okay, moving on with the photo book. Laura, you are 2 minutes late. Oh, that's cute. What's over there? What is he holding? I can't see because it's blurry. They literally just included blurry photos in this, but I think it's supposed to be just candid. The ramen hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I call it the alpaca hair, just because I feel like it sounds better than ramen. But yeah, that was intense. More of them playing with games, reading books. I'm trying to find like, okay, laundry day. We've made it to laundry day, everyone. Because that is exactly what should be included in your album. Laundry. Tell her to get off. She told me 9:30. He he he. Okay. It's been one of those days again. Every time we tried to stream, it's just been one of those days. But like, yeah, Lori, just go down there and tell her that it's 9:30. She hasn't read my message yet, but she offered 9:30 as a time, so go tell her. They're doing laundry. Do 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 do. What a concept. What a concept. They're having a moment while doing laundry. There's multiple pictures of, who is that? Hoshi wringing out a towel? Great. That is art. Look at that. He's wringing out a towel. Hoshi! Woohoo. What a face. Look at him. Trying to center him. He's so proud of himself. He hung up some socks. Look how proud he is. He's still so proud. He's done laundry, everyone. He's done it. Okay, there's some tree. Here it is. I haven't found it yet, but this is the Ice Ice Baby section, which means this is where the popsicle picture is. And I'm excited to see it. Okay. Okay, we're starting off with some woozy content. Got DK with a headband, looking very cool, while getting that fruit popsicle intake. Oh, we got Dino in a cool snapback red hat, also eating a popsicle. Because he's cool. Also, stream Dino's new song called Wait. It's amazing. I just recorded my reaction yesterday, and I love it. I loved it even more than I thought I would, and I already knew I was gonna love it. Here's what a look. What a look. The what is it? What is this pattern? Paisley is it called? The Paisley bandana tucked into a snapback. A pastel pink snapback to be clear. Um that was definitely a choice. Definitely. Oh, this is cute. I like this one of him actually. He looks really good in those colors. But then again, I think he looks good in all colors. Dino for president? I mean, yeah, there's no better options at this point. Please. Him or Namjoon, I'll take either. Oops. Here we go. Here we go. Here's Vernon looking slightly confused, but it's okay. He has a popsicle. Everything's fine. I've seen him before. We got a photo of him. And yes, I agree. Um, Dino, he should have been nominated this year. I know it came out late for them to even include it, but he'll be included in ours. So stay tuned for the K-pop awards. We'll include them. So, yeah, people are communicating with me. I can't talk to you right now. Ugh, figure it out yourself, Lori. Oh my. Oh my. What a look. There's a beret with a preppy sweater vest over top of a t-shirt with some high pink striped socks. That is definitely a vibe, and I appreciate it. Yeah, true. They dominate everything, which is understandable. Um, but this year was really funny for Mamas because they were up for what was it? Best Male Solo, I think. Like they were all nominated basically, all the singers except for Jin. Am I missing anyone? No, because there was V, Jimin, and Jungkook all up against each other, and I was like, this is awkward. This is actually like I know it's gonna be one of them, but I'm glad that Jimin took it. I think he's underrated. Okay. Oh, spicy. This is like the mid. This is his awkward hair length while because I think he looks good with either super long hair or like super short hair. I don't like this in between look personally for me, but it's okay. He rocks anything. Oh my God, Just B. We will get into this because I have thoughts. I did not know they existed until this. But my God, are they wonderful? And I'm so glad I discovered them through watching their stage performance. Because wow. Wow. I will read out my notes. My notes are basically just a stream of consciousness. And it's a time. I was watching those late at night and I watched day 2 live. So I have some scatterbrain thoughts, but I have thoughts. Yeah, I really, in particular, I like the Set Me Free song he did. That was like my all-time favorite of the songs he did release for his solo. I just think that suited him so well, and the performance was so just intriguing and nice. Like, I love Like Crazy, but I like Set Me Free a little bit better. But yeah, definitely deserved. I feel like if anyone was gonna win, I feel like that was kind of like the underdog choice. I appreciate it that they did that. Okay, let's continue on. I'm trying to find Hoshi. I'm excited for his picture because I know what it is. That's cute. Look at the little Newt Newt face. How fun. Oh, there. Oh, there. Everything's mirrored. So confusing. It's here. It's time, everyone. It's time. Where is he? Right there, look at him. That's the infamous photo. Archived in time. That's the one. I love it so much. I want it just like tattooed on my brain. Which song? Specify. Was it the Jimin one I mentioned or the Just Be debut? Because I need to look into Just Be. But what I saw with Medusa and that whole thing. Lori, are you here? Are you set up? Are you good? Give me a thumbs up if you're okay. Is everything fine? Okay.
I hope so. Oh, I'm very zoomed in.
You are very zoomed in.
I don't know
and
why
you
my
sound far
earbud
away.
is not stretching. Sorry, why is my camera so zoomed in? This wasn't like this in the preview. I don't know how to change it. Thank you.
That looks better if I do that.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, sorry. Everything
yes,
was unplugged. These earbuds don't reach. My regular earbuds have been hidden from me, so I grabbed the backup.
Let me see what your audio sounds like on YouTube.
Yeah. It coming fresh off of somebody else's stream, so that's everything else should be good. Yeah, okay, let me pull up my notes because I have notes now.
Okay. Testing.
I'm testing too. Let's test, yeah.
Let's test.
Okay. Mamas. I have thoughts.
I'm waiting for a stream to catch up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me
untangle
these earbuds real quick. Okay. Now that doesn't. It was getting hooked on the mic wire and stretching and getting yanked out of my ear.
Oh,
Hello,
no.
Brooke.
Okay.
All right. So let me pull up the chat so I can be in the loop too. Because I gotta do that. All right. I am ready. I have my notes. I am ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm working on a delay, so I'm just trying to do audio. Bear with me. This will be fixed eventually. Fingers crossed, hope. Let me wait for me to start talking again on this stream.
All right.
Okay. It should be.
Yeah. I apologize for my delay. There's a little. It's difficult having two people that stream in the same area. We have one area in our house that works for it, and trying to navigate around two different people is difficult. But we make it work as best we can.
I'll say. So we'll pause the unboxing there. We'll end on Joshua.
Oh, that's a good one to end on. My man.
The story time ended for today, everyone. Come back next time.
But yeah, I was trying to say that Woozy never drank his milk because he didn't get much taller. Some people say that Mingyu drank his milk. You're ignoring my joke.
I'm trying to listen to 5 million audios at once.
Okay, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure our chat would tell us if one of us was screwed up.
It's not fine, but it's okay.
You're just perfectionist. It's fine.
I'll just try to talk louder and put this down. Life is a time.
Yeah. My computer's telling me my WinZip trial has expired. Thanks, computer.
I just want people to hear.
Oh, okay. I can hear you.
I know. I'm listening to YouTube, and YouTube messes things up for me. That's where the problems happen. But I think we'll be okay.
I'll just go.
I'll just talk louder and have the audio down a little bit. Because you sound fine. It's me that's the issue. I'm the problem with me.
Okay.
Hello. But let's start with day 1. If you want, I can pull up the wiki. Would that help? They updated everything.
Sure. Okay. Because I just have my notes.
I do too. But for day 2, it's going to get a little hard for me because I didn't write anything down.
Okay.
So
I did.
But yes.
I had a stream of consciousness that I wrote down for day 2.
That's good. I also had a stream of consciousness. And it's going to be annoying because we aren't allowed to really show any stuff from here.
I'm going to show something on Twitter, I think. Or I will send you something to show on Twitter.
Yeah,
Mm.
you can try. I just copyright and Mnet.
It's no sound. It's just picture.
No sound is
It's
probably
it's
better.
like
Mnet is
it's
just
like three
evil.
seconds. It's just 3 seconds
It's
of
okay.
somebody
Should be
moving.
okay.
I can't imagine they would strike down 3 seconds with no audio.
You'd be surprised.
It's a
Mnet is
Twitter.
evil. I hate
It's a
them,
Twitter
but it's
post.
okay. I love you, Mnet. Just kidding. I love you. Please don't block our stream. But yes, so they started off with the intro. Did you watch the intro? The I am I. It was
What?
Somi and okay, you didn't watch it.
Oh
It's
yes, yes,
okay.
yes. I did.
Oh,
Okay,
you
yes,
did?
I did.
So
Briefly, I
that
like
was kind of
skimmed
like the
through it
prelude.
because
It's okay.
yeah,
It was like
because
a
I remember
prelude
seeing
into
Somi
the
in there.
yeah. So it was like a prelude into the opening. The prelude I am I just doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like that's just
No,
a weird
I don't
translation.
take those. I don't take those things seriously.
They
I
try to sound
just
so like super like high level, high brain thinking, and I'm like, you're saying words and it's not working,
yeah.
but it's okay.
I don't care.
I'll take this down too. I
I don't
forgot.
care about that part of the show. It's just something that they feel obligated
They
to do.
always do it, and it gets worse every year. At least they didn't do. I think it was SM did like the whole "Love the Trees" segment of their Christmas show thing or their end of the year thing. I was like, please just stop. Please just
Was that the
do
year I
music.
was sick? Because I probably forgot about it. But yeah, yeah, I
Yeah, they
wouldn't
had a
remember
bunch of
that. But
environmentalists come in and talk about like how we need to like
yeah, I don't even think I
cut
was watching it
pollution.
really. I don't think I was
Yeah,
watching
it
it that
was.
year because
I
I
was
was too
like, this.
sick.
I'm here for the music and the family environment, and you're talking about trees. It's okay. But yeah, so I am I that moved into the I am special stage, um, which
Yes,
started
I
out
saw
with
that.
Lee Young Ji and
Yeah,
her
it
like
was
spoken
awkward because
word.
in the playlist they put Kepler first, so I was a little confused why
It
Kepler
was
was
out of
going
order.
first.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, it
but
wasn't.
then I figured it out
It was
after I was
backwards.
done watching Kepler.
But yeah, so they started out with Lee Young Ji, which I love her. I love her energy, because those moments can be really awkward, and I think they did much better than last year. Because last
Mm.
year they did a spoken word rap thing, and it was a mess. Do you remember that guy?
I don't even remember.
It was
I was
so.
so sick. I was so sick. I don't remember anything of the war shows last year.
Yes, we're
That part of
getting
my
to him.
memory is just
We're
gone.
getting to him, Connie. We're getting to him. He was so fantastic. Okay, so she started off. The hype men were interesting. Eyes hoodies. Did you see them?
Yeah, it was a vibe, I guess.
Feel
I
like
guess
they
in
used like the
order,
most.
I wrote here are my notes, okay? For
Okay.
the opening collab stage. Bars, Hillary Duff vibes.
Yes.
Yes, violin. Yes, Yoshi, he stole the stage. That was what I wrote down.
So
That
yeah,
was
Unche
the
was the
entirety of my
one.
notes for that section.
Okay, I'll read my notes. So what did I see? Wardrobe change. Did you see her quick change?
That was I don't know how she did that.
That was
That felt like
amazing.
editing. That felt
It
like
wasn't.
edited. Like it.
They
I
like
don't
ripped off
know.
part of her freaking
Where did the
outfit.
clothes even go? Because I didn't even see where they went.
I don't know. The dancers took them, but I love the electric guitar vibe. Um, so early 2000s vibe. The styling giving
That's why
Britney.
I said Hillary. I said Hillary Duff, and I was thinking Hillary Duff,
Yeah,
Britney Spears.
but yeah, I was getting more Britney, just because it was
I
like
was
a little
getting
bit more
Hillary Duff from
sexy.
the Lizzie McGuire movie because she had a wardrobe change when she was doing the hey now that song because
True,
they ripped her
true,
skirt
yeah,
off. Yeah,
that's fun.
yeah. And I
Um,
thought her hair was slightly more Hillary Duff than Britney Spears.
yeah, it was like the good kind of messy,
Yeah,
like 'cause
but
they
there
would
was
stick
Britney
up
Spears vibes too.
very much Britney
Like
energy.
2000, like year 2000 Britney.
I loved it. I don't know why she chose to do that because it didn't line up with anything else, but I
I don't
loved
know what's
it.
crazy is she wasn't even born when Britney was out in 2000.
True, true, but
I was
I
but a
did enjoy
small
it.
thing. Yeah.
A small child. But then they went into the I always say his name wrong. I think it's pronounced like a J, Jonghao,
I
even though
just
there's
put
a Z.
yes, violin.
I put chills. And then I also said, so glad they're showing off his skills. And then a little while down, I said, so proud with like a little smiley face with a tear. Because I love it. It was so beautiful. It made me so happy. Jonghao killed it. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone loved it.
Yeah, I was very appreciative of the amount of live instruments that were played this year.
Yes, and I loved the uniqueness of the collabs that they did,
Mm.
especially on day one. Day one, I think, was the most unique performances out of both days. I think they really showed off some people's skills that you don't get to see that often. Da, da, da. Then we got treasure rappers. Uh, my first thoughts.
Yoshi,
Did you have a first thought? 'Cause I had a first
Yoshi.
thought.
I
Oh,
just thought
okay.
Yoshi.
Okay, so what was this? I always forget his name. I didn't write it down. This makes me sad. Let me.
Haruto,
Nope. It's the
the
other
other
one.
one. What's his name? Hyunsuk.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
so. Let
Look at
me
me. I'm
make
learning
sure.
treasure after how many years has 3 years since
Yeah,
our big treasure
it's
video. I'm
because
still
I can
learning,
visualize his
but
name. I always
yeah.
miss the ending though. I'm like, which one? Which one? But my first thought was, oh no, his hair.
Oh no, his hair. Yeah, I also thought that, but I figured this is a common YG mishap, so
It
I'll
is,
just
it
put it
is,
down
and
to
of
that.
course, the first thing I saw on Twitter was people hating on him, so I felt bad.
Yeah,
I'm not going to talk about
but
much
that's
about
not.
it,
Yeah, that's
but
not his fault though. That's whoever did it to him. That's their fault.
I don't know why they keep doing this. Why
Yeah,
they keep
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this.
We're not gonna talk about that. No, he
Uh,
killed. He had great stage presence. He killed his part, but it
he
was a
did.
very
He
strong.
really.
It was a very strong choice that didn't need to be made.
It was a bad choice, but it was a choice to say the least. Yeah, but I do what I love because they did Mamas last year as well, and whenever they're together, like the two of them, apart from Haruto, really give me Hoshi energy whenever they're on stage. They just
Hoshi
kind of
and
have
Yoshi.
Hoshi and Yoshi, but it's like
I
some
really
sort of
like Yoshi. He's so great.
yeah, he has like this chaotic energy that I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Um, it
I
just
remember
it
if
makes
as soon
everything
as
so
I
fun.
found him in our treasure first impressions video, and when I found him, and I thought that's a special man, and he
Yeah,
was a special man. He's quite the stage stealer, because
yeah,
that's
and I
all I
said I
could
love
watch
his.
as soon as he
Hmm?
stepped out. As soon as he stepped out, that's all I could watch was just him.
I know. I know. I love Haruto though. I
Yeah,
love
you know
his
you do.
mellowness. It balances out the chaoticness of the other two.
Yeah, yeah. You
But
can you should
literally
watch our
everything.
treasure video when we found out his age. Because
Yeah.
we find it a little strange to at our later ages,
Our
um
old
of
age.
our old age of late 20s, try like standing groups with underage members, and so
Yeah.
Josie likes her deep voice rappers. And when we found out the deep voice rapper was the youngest, we were very saddened at that,
But he's
because we
so
didn't. Is
good.
He's very talented. Like we appreciate
He's
his
so
talent, but
good.
it's like it's hard to make like a child your bias when you're not a child.
No, I don't bias any of them. I just
I
appreciate them
bias
from afar.
Yoshi. Yeah, I can't help it. That's a talented guy. Yeah, he is
But
wild.
the rest of my notes were I love Treasure's rappers. They are so good with the crowd
Mm-hmm.
work. They have Hoshi energy. Whoa, this is sick. Abs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
that went in.
day one was the day of the crop tops.
This went into Just Be, which we were talking about
Oh
earlier
yeah,
in the chat.
that's
How did
actually my
you,
first line. Was what?
Hi Alex?
What?
Welcome, welcome. Hello.
Yeah, it's okay, Alex. I was late too.
I
We're
know
waiting
Lori was
for
hella
Lindsay to
late,
finishers.
so we're basically just getting started.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. We're
Just
just on
Be.
like the third stage or
We're
second
just on.
stage.
We're just on
No,
Just
wait,
Be.
wait. Which
So
order was Kepler? Was Kepler not first?
Kepler was
The
last on
playlist
that
the
segment.
playlist was all out of order.
I told you how to do it, and you didn't follow my directions.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so next up
I
was
listened
Just
to the
Be.
playlist and not you.
See your mistakes. But what were your thoughts?
Just be here's what I wrote. Um Year of the Crop Tops. Song reminds me a bit of Ballad of Mona Lisa by Panic at the Disco.
Interesting. I need to re-listen to it.
Nice backflip. And
Oh yeah.
I said, nice shirt rip. I'll forgive the lack of live singing for that.
It's okay. Okay, so I'll read my notes in order. So it starts off with whoa, then it goes this is sick, then abs, and then this is so good! Exclamation point. I love the catchiness of the song. Guitar with exclamation points. Uh, just what? Oh, then I paused and I had to look them up. They're from Island, like the
The
audition
survival
show.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, and they debuted in 2020.
Oh, sorry, I saw the chat.
And then, huh? Oh yeah, and then
I read
some
the
of them
chat.
were
I
like
was in a second.
also in 2019. It was kind of confusing, but I think some of them were in a previous award show and they got moved over. It was really interesting. Then I wrote in all caps backflip, and then high note, and then I'll be doing a deep dive, more abs, giving five sauce, like 5 seconds of summer. Did
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
that vibe?
I got
Because
Panic at the
that's
Disco.
okay. I
That's all
got
I could
more of
think
five
of.
sauce. It was giving
I
me
didn't
more
see that,
band.
but I was thinking Ballad of Mona Lisa.
And then I said, "Who
Because
is
I
this
mean, their
man?"
song wasn't the song called like Medusa, so it was like
Hmm.
already like had a similar Mona Lisa, Medusa, close enough.
But yeah, I said, "Who is this man? He is smoking hot. I offer my hand in marriage." That was my last note.
He was great looking. But
I
yeah,
don't know who he
in
is.
the chat, Connor said that Jungkook produced it. I love
Where is
BAP.
this?
I love Jungkook.
Oh,
This makes their quality of music makes a lot more sense now. And Alex, we will be talking a lot about abs because there was a lot of abs to be
there was a
seen.
lot of abs.
And I am but a straight woman.
I am but a humble straight woman who appreciates abs. If they're
Yeah.
showing them off, like I'm gonna
If
look
they're
at them.
showing,
I'm sorry.
I am not blind.
They're of age and
I'm not
they're happy
blind.
too.
I am single
I
and
know.
I am not blind. There's no guilt to be felt. Also, I
I
don't
have
know
no idea.
I don't know their ages, so apologies if any of these
I mean,
people,
they
if they are
debuted back in
underage,
like
they should not be in a crop top.
no, they didn't seem like it. At least the one who
Okay.
was like half
No,
naked.
the one that ripped
He looked old.
their shirt off. He looked
He
old
looked pretty
enough.
old.
He looked old enough to
Hopefully
be
he is.
minoring. Yeah, because I would feel very strange if he isn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Everyone,
takes a lot
well,
of
just
work
like
to get
I can,
abs.
yeah, and I can also appreciate hot women. I'm not above that either.
Hmm. And I
So,
will get there in a minute. I
oh
have
yeah, there was
to
some hot women.
Somi. Okay.
He's 22. That's fine. That's fine.
Yes,
That's
we'll
not that
take
big of an
it. We'll
age
take
gap.
it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. 5 years. That ain't bad.
For freaking Haruto. Okay. Next up was Ann Team. Did you watch that?
I did. I watched all of day one. I only skipped a couple performances in day two.
Oh, that's fine.
The
Ann
people that
Team.
I just did not care about.
I know. They're a Japanese group. You can know. They.
I was impressed by them.
Yeah, they're. Are they a project group? I'm trying to remember.
I don't
I
know.
haven't
I don't know.
looked
I
into
was just
it.
impressed.
They are. They're a project group from, or no, an audition. Hybe Japan had like an audition thing, and that's what created them. So there's
Check
that.
your mic real quick. You got muffled. I could understand you, but you were muffled.
Nothing has changed.
It
Is it
sounds
still muffled?
different. Yeah. I'll read my notes, you
I,
fiddle. So for
okay.
Ann Team, I had 3 lines of notes. I said, great opening dance. That was something that really impressed me. And also, great live vocals. I could really hear them over everything. Because there were some groups that were not doing any. There was some that were doing a little bit, but they did pretty good on that. And I said they had a very cool dance break. They were very smooth and creative with how they did it. So it was a good first impression of them. All right.
Am I okay? Do I sound
Yes,
okay?
you sound better
Okay,
now.
that's good.
Yeah,
Okay, so I said LOL the camera drone because there was like a direct shot of just a camera drone rolling up, which was funny to
I
me.
forgot about that.
It was cute. It was like Wally. And he said I'm obsessed because I love the opening segment. It was good.
Mm.
It was really impressive. Um, not gonna lie, the pre-chorus gives NCT, but the chorus is fire, is what I wrote down.
I don't remember because keep thinking of Just B's song, but I remember liking it.
Yeah,
I
I
had
think
to go back
Chorus
and
is
watch
the
it
best part of
again.
that song.
In
Yes,
Team with the Love of Your Life. Yes.
I watched their debut and their most recent song in preparation for this because I filmed a video. I need to look more into them as people, but I do really like their debut. I think it was really unique. It was kind of it was funky. I wasn't expecting
Oh,
it.
that is a good age range. They have a man that is close to my age. Impressive. Because
Solid,
I'm older
solid,
than everybody now.
basically.
It's
Let's
sad.
see. Those vocals. They sounded live.
They
Some people
did.
didn't. They sounded live. Like I was hearing it, and I'm like, this sounds like live vocals, and I think they're
Mm.
killing it. Um,
I made note of when I heard live vocals because I gave them bonus points for that. Because like
yeah,
I
bonus
understand
points.
it's an award show. You want things to be perfect.
And
And
usually
a lot of times you focus on dance.
Mnet's kind of picky who they let sing live and who they don't. I've noticed. But
Yeah, dude, in 2009 I was in 8th grade. This is blowing my mind that people are being born that year.
no. But next up is Kepler, which I really appreciated this performance from them. I think this was one of their best award show
Mm.
performances. I think it was the
But
most interesting.
they do lose a point because they did not sing live at all. I was a
Yeah,
little
I wasn't
disappointed.
expecting them to.
But
I wasn't
they're an
expecting them
Mnet
to.
group, aren't they? Isn't yeah? So then Mnet is very stingy. But I like the flags. I wrote that as my first note. They had like
Flags.
light up flags that the backup
I don't
dancers were
remember those.
holding. They were like checkered flags, but the checkers had like lights on
Interesting.
them. So they were waving the
I missed
flags,
that.
and they were lit up, and I really liked that. Um, and here's the thing: I appreciated their creativity. But the fight I wrote was very cheesy,
Okay,
but it
so
had good choreography.
a note about that. I think it would look better if it was not on camera and you were just watching from the audience. I think
Yeah,
it
it
would
would be
show
more
up
of a
better.
VCR kind of thing,
Yeah, like I don't
not
think the
a.
camera did it just being far
Yeah, I
away,
would have rather
right
them
up in the
had
face.
have a standard dance break than a random fight breaking out.
But I do
Like they
like
looked
the
cool doing it.
mhm,
It wasn't uncool looking. It was just I don't know. The theme of the song was Grand Prix, so like racing. So it didn't make a lot of sense to fight. Like I was expecting race cars, not fighting.
yeah,
But
because the whole like
they were
circling
trying.
with the motorcycles was a little awkward. It went on too long, and I was like, this isn't really
Yeah,
that scary. They're like
they needed like
jumping.
two girls instead of three to do the fight if they were gonna.
I
It went
really
on for
like
too long.
but the choreography overall is really
Yeah.
fun. I think who pulled it off well enough? I think I wrote her name down.
People were theorizing that the mission complete sign in the back is because this is the last mama they will be before they disband because they're
Yeah.
temporary. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forget. It feels like they haven't been around very long, but it is almost time for them to be up.
Trying
No,
to
I don't go
save
to races,
them.
Brooke. I haven't seen fights break out at races before.
Well, they clearly brought in
Sorry.
the lore.
Yeah. I guess they know better. Um,
Was it
but yeah,
Young
I
the
don't know their
third
names.
person who did the choreography? I think she pulled it off the best. I think hers
She
was the
was the
most
best.
believable. Yeah, she had
Yeah.
the best attitude for it. The first one I thought the splits was impressive, where she like fell down into the splits. I thought that was
Yeah.
cool. And Hira, or is it Hikaru? Hikaru, I think is her the blonde
Don't
short
ask
hair.
me. I don't know their names.
Blonde short hair.
I know
I think
Eugen.
okay, so the one with the blonde short hair had amazing stage presence the whole time. I really appreciated that. Let's see, anyone else? I think she was the one who stood up most to me. Uh, in addition to, I think it's Youngun. Youngun, I think is her name. I think she had bangs. It was the last one who did the fight. Her and the blonde
I
short
just
hair.
remember the fight. I
I looked up their
really
names.
outside of Eugen, I don't know any of them. And oh, Hyun and Kai's little sister. I can't pronounce her name, so I won't try.
That's true. Me either. But I think their overall facial expressions have improved over
They
time.
have,
Like I
and
feel like
their choreography is good.
and I
So
like them doing more darker concepts. I think that really suits
mhm.
them kind of well.
It does. Like Wadada. was probably their strongest, and then they went very bright afterwards, and it just wasn't vibing with me as much.
Yeah.
They're good at more powerful concepts. Yes, she is. I remember that from day two, so I know
Yes.
her.
Yeah, I
Kind
played
of.
that on day 2 as well.
Yes.
Okay, so next up was the Endless Rain with Yoshiki, the piano player guy. You remember him?
Yes. How could I forget that?
I
That was
okay, so
quite memorable.
okay, so my notes are pretty okay, Slay. Is this Japan's Elton John? Is my first
I
few notes.
oh, that's a great comparison.
Yes. I don't know
Wow.
who he is, but he was fabulous. He had his name on his piano just
Yeah, I
permanently.
saw that.
That was impressive.
He had a great piano. I am a piano nerd. Uh, that was fantastic piano. I would love to play it.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. And then Taehyun came out, and my notes are basically sing, 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 OMG, sing, sing Hunan. That's when Hunan Kai came out. Cello. So I'll stop there, and you could talk more.
Okay, here are my notes. We love dramatic piano playing. Taehyun
Mhm.
sounds great. Yes, cello. Dang Hunan Kai. That's my notes.
He was freaking killing it. I have not heard him sing
They
like
both
that
were.
ever.
Yeah,
That was the first
yeah.
time I've ever really heard him like
I
that.
know it's probably not the best for his technique, but Taehyun's grit when he hits the high notes, sounds good to my ears. But I know
Yeah,
it's probably not good for his voice, but it sounds nice. It's
I
pleasant
don't
to
know.
listen to.
I enjoyed it.
I trust that he's taking care of his voice while also blessing us with those. But yeah, Hunan Kai really did really well too.
Yeah,
And
his
I
vocals
really
on
like
that.
the cello because in the Zero Base One video, you brought up that one guy played the cello and then they brought it out on Mama. So it was like they watched your
Yeah,
video and were like, yeah, let's do
and
it.
this is Anton. I think I forgot where he was from.
From Zero Base One.
Was he?
Yeah, it was in your first impressions video.
I'm still learning people's names because I thought he was
I
from a
don't know his
different group.
name. I just remember that
I'm
you
looking
brought
it
it
up.
up in your first impressions.
Did they have an Anton? I don't think they did.
I think they did.
I thought he was from a different. He's from Rise.
Oh,
He's
he's
from the
from
group Rise.
Rise?
Yeah, so he's different. Yep,
Never
Anton's from
mind.
Rise.
Don't
Yeah,
listen to me. I'm old and
yeah. So
stupid.
I was like, I don't remember an Anton, but I knew he was from a different group.
I
So
heard the
yes,
name Anton. It was from Game Night. I'm getting it jumbled. That we heard
yeah,
Anton come up and I was like, Anton, what a strong name.
yeah. That was a very
Okay,
impressive moment for
never
him. I really
mind.
enjoyed it.
Just ignore me. I just like the cello.
Yes. Best vocal moments. Blah 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 blah. I think that I basically my last note was this is the best vocal moments I've seen from these two. I'm so glad they're being highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know like Yeonjun and Subin get a lot of like vocal time. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, I'm glad they're highlighting their other members as well.
All right,
This
which
typed it
one?
out. I think this is a face. Oh, it is. Okay. It comes
Okay,
up on YouTube, but it typed out the word for us. So I was like, what does that mean?
yeah.
Oh, he's the Maknae?
18 is
That's
still
amazing.
it was a bit young for me, but I'd appreciate that
Yeah,
he's
he's pretty
18.
young.
Debut adults, please.
I know, but we're getting older and
I
there's younger
know. I'm
people
gonna.
listening to K-pop.
Okay.
So next up, diapers.
Tigers.
Yeah. I said the zombies are back. Yes, they are. Yes, styling. I think their styling was I
It
liked
was
the
the
most
best.
out of
Yeah, I have a
everyone.
note about that.
Yeah.
Um, for me, this was my favorite performance of day one. I, I wrote fantastic energy, fantastic rap, fantastic outfits, live vocals, best stage so far. What award show performances should be.
Yeah. I also said that they are such dynamic performers and they literally had just started their performance. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's already the mood has shifted so much.
they stepped out and everything changed.
And I also wrote those mics are on exclamation point because they were. And yeah. Also at the end there was like a smoke machine being used and it was like somewhat mic'd.
Yeah.
So I was like, what does that sound? And then I look over there's smoke machines going. I was like, oh,
Mm.
they mic'd the smoke machine. But yeah, that was
I
funny.
don't know if they meant to.
No, it was just getting picked up by something. I was like, what is that hissing sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely. They always just put on such a great performance, and the fact that they literally just debuted is ridiculous, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Just tell how there's just a difference. There's like a difference in confidence and just the quality overall when they come out, when 80s comes out, and groups like that.
Mm.
Mm. I don't know. I just say it. I just say it. Oh, we're talking about age differences. Yeah, age is fun. I love aging.
I wish I could stop now. I'm older than I want to be.
I know, and I feel like the same I did like pre-pandemic era.
Yeah.
I think that's where my aging stopped in my mental mind.
Mm. Yeah, I'm still 25 in my head, but
All of those
not really.
years, I'm so annoyed. Those were like the best ones, and I missed them.
The what? Oh yeah, those
Years.
years. Yeah, you turned 25 in 2020, right?
The year before this one, whatever that was. I'm
Oh
26
yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, 26 now. I keep forgetting you're younger. Yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah,
counts as a lot of people.
they
That's
do. I know their
I
faces more
don't
than I know their names.
I don't remember their names, but I just like them. I like watching them perform. All right, who was
Yeah.
next? Cuz
Um. Okay,
I'm all
so I
out
don't
of
know if
order.
I think you watched them.
Which one?
So, JO1. I don't know how to say their
JO1. Yeah.
name. And plus the INI, uh,
Yeah, I did.
which they have
Cuz they
interesting
had
history. So,
the
yeah.
collab. They were
Oh,
Japanese groups, right?
yes. And they were both
Mhm.
Produce 101 Japan groups.
Oh.
They both have 11 members. And the JO1, I don't know how to say the name, was back from 2019. And then INI was from 2021. So they're kind of like
Okay.
competitive against each other, but also kind of like brother groups.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Mm.
9 members is best. Honestly, yeah. After that, it gets a little much. I'm just
Totally
like,
no reason why I say that. I know what you're talking about.
ah, I'm so lost. I'm confused. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I'll be totally
so what did I
honest.
say? Hmm.
I'll be totally honest. I and I was not my style whatsoever. Like they didn't do
Hmm.
bad. I just was not feeling the song. But they had a
Yeah.
blonde member who was really hot. That's what
Yeah,
I
I
got
saw
out of that.
him.
He had great stage
I
presence. He had a
yeah.
fantastic gaze.
I literally said that too. I said
Oh, you
the
did?
blonde dude has crazy stage presence.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think JO1 or JO, I don't know how to say their name. I think they were
Joy.
more my style. Neither of them were definitely ones I have ever listened to, but if I had
Mm.
to pick one, I liked theirs a little
Yeah,
bit better.
I wrote that I liked the song better, and I caught some live vocals that were very
Yeah.
powerful from them.
Mhm. Mhm. Oh, the ribbon dance. Did you see the ribbon dance?
I think so. Yeah, where they were doing
Yeah, it was
the
like
thing together.
15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I
It
thought the
was,
blonde was really hot. That's where I noticed him. I was like, that man is staring right at me.
so true. So true.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I said, ribbon dance. This is stunning. I want more. Because you never see ribbon dance. And they were like
No.
glowing ribbons and they had like lights in
Yeah.
them. That was cool.
It was a nice visual.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is so unique. I have not seen this before ever, I think, on like at least a K-pop stage.
Yeah.
Um, okay, and next up is the Dynamico X Street Woman Fighter. This
I have
I have
some
thoughts.
choice words about this.
Okay, so my main
What
thing
was
is
the cameraman doing?
they didn't show the dancers. They didn't show the
No.
dancers.
No,
I'm
Street
like,
Woman was like a really popular show, and this was like a
I
big
know
collab. Like, let's not show the dancers that we brought on.
it makes no sense. And they kept showing the, and I'm like, cool, we can hear them. We don't need to see them. Like I'm sure they're very
No,
popular.
like
I don't know who they are,
they
but
are very popular. They're
yeah, but
very
I
very
don't need to
popular.
see them. I need to see the dancers. They're
Yeah,
performing.
yeah. Like put the rappers in front of the dancers so you can
Or
see
just
them
have like
all
a
in one
split
shot.
screen or something. Don't, 'cause they had them like way up here and then the
And
dancers
that's
were
when
way
they were
down
going
here.
out for like the fan cams in the audience. So they kept showing people in the crowd instead of the big dance
Yeah, they did that during
collaboration.
17 too, which annoyed me, but
They
we'll get
did.
to that later.
Yeah.
We
And
got
then
a show
I'm not.
reaction of ATs though, which was cute.
Oh yeah, that was great. I liked AT's reaction.
Yes, they
They
were
were
fun.
fantastic. But in the second song, were those children dancing?
I think you're talking about the first one because that one came
Oh,
first, but
were they out of order?
yes. I don't know. I did not watch Street Woman Fighter, so I don't know. But she looked real
Because those
young.
look like kids,
Yeah.
and I was not okay with that. The stuff that they were
Yeah.
having her do. If she was a child,
I don't
I
know.
was quite taken aback, and I was quite angry about it.
It was kind of
Um,
jarring. She was very talented, but
yeah,
she
but they
shouldn't be
don't
up there
need to
doing
have
that.
her doing that. They
Yeah.
weren't if they because I'm pretty sure there were multiple children on that stage. They looked like
She
9 years
looked
old.
real young. I don't
Yeah,
know who she
and
is or if she was on the show, but
they were not
'cause
dressed like 9-year-olds should be dressed,
maybe
and
she's just
they
an
were not
adult who looks
moving how
young. I
nine
don't
year
know.
olds should move. There were adults
Yeah.
and children, I'm pretty sure, because there were adults on stage,
Yeah.
but it was not the adults doing those moves.
That confuses me because is how young do they let them on that show if this is all Street Woman Fighter or is this like another dance group? Like I don't
I
know.
don't know. I
It
didn't watch the
confuses me.
show, so I don't know. I've just
Yes.
heard
Thank
of
you,
it.
Brooke. Thank you for hyping us up.
Yeah, but I was very uncomfortable. And I was like, she's right in the center. The camera's
She
like
has her leg up.
actually on her. She had her leg up, and then she turns around and starts doing things she shouldn't be doing. Like, I want to know who the adults in charge of that were that approved of that and thought that was a good
I
idea
don't
because they
know.
should all
Talk to
be
Mnet
fired.
about that one.
Yeah, they should
Okay,
all,
so
whoever put that
so I think
together should be fired.
they must have included other people or something because that was really
Yeah,
confusing to
because
me.
they were not 18 years old. They were not.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyways, that was that. It kind of ruined, put a bad taste in my mouth for a second.
yeah,
Thankfully, that was the only time something like that happened.
yeah. My
But
only
yeah,
notes were
someone
show
should
the
lose their
freaking
job.
dancers.
Yeah, the adult dancers.
Okay, so maybe that's what that was. The
Okay.
sweet girls dance fighter. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't think it was necessary.
it wasn't.
She was very talented, but she needs to be
They need
older
to
before
give
she's
them
doing some
age
of that stuff.
appropriate dance moves
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we already have this issue with minors being sexualized. And we're talking about 16-year-olds being sexualized, which some people will argue is
She
somewhat
looked
okay,
younger
which
than
is still
that
not.
too.
But this was like elementary school. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was very unnecessary.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving
Next up
on. What
was in
happened next?
Hypen. In Hypen.
Yes, they had the best set.
I said that was my first note. I
Mm.
said beautiful set. And I think they're the only ones who really put effort into it. It wasn't like all CGI, it was actual set pieces
Yeah,
from what I could tell. Um yeah, I don't know why theirs was so immaculate and everyone else kind of had nothing.
yeah. It was very different.
But
I
I
like their
appreciated
outfits
it.
too. I like the red and the
Yeah.
white.
Oh, yeah, because it looked like a bloodstained suit,
Mm.
which it goes with the vampire vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
said
I'll
chills.
be, again, I'll be totally honest.
Mhm.
Their "Bite Me" is not my favorite song.
I know, but the
Like
choreography
I
is
don't
really
hate
good.
it. The choreography is great, and they performed it well. They performed both songs
Hmm.
well.
I liked their other song better. What was it?
The Sweet Venom.
I like that
Yeah,
one
I like
better
it
overall.
better, but it's still not my favorite from them.
Hmm.
Their earlier songs were just so good that
Yeah,
it's
the
hard for
Pass
me
the
to
Mic I
top
think was the last
those.
one I was really obsessed
Pass
with
the
by
Mic
them.
was good. Yeah, Drunk Days is still my favorite by them.
Hmm.
That one was something special.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah,
But I think
but
they did overall. I think they're an underrated group. I
mm,
think they deserve more hype because they
and
always put on
Hypen.
such great shows. And hyping, we need that. And
I
hype and
know.
hyping.
I'll never forget. They're the group with the ice skater, right? That did the ice skating stage
Yeah.
that a few years ago. That was great. But yeah,
They just need mamas with an ice skating rink.
I wrote more backup dancer appreciation because I think that they had some of the best use of backup dancers in their song. They
I wish they
all
brought out the
coordinated
ladies.
really well.
I wish they
Oh
brought out
yeah,
the ladies.
people would have
But
yelled
I
at them
know
again.
people were so mad. But yeah, seriously, I stand your
Yeah,
bro. We love
yeah,
him. We stand.
yeah. He was very good at ice skating. Yeah, Fever is still queen. Fever is still, yeah, that's a great song too by them.
Fever is my all-time favorite song by them. But yes, I think he is an Olympian. I'm not 100% sure.
I think
But
so.
he's definitely won awards for his ice skating.
Yeah. But yeah, their backup dancers were killing it, and they were all very in sync. They made very good creative use of the backup dancers.
And the only change I would have made was have the ladies do the choreography with them, but I know people hated on them for it. So,
which was dumb. It fit the song.
Okay, next up was TXT.
Yes, this is the one I didn't take notes for because it was very out of order. But I remember it in my head. I have notes in my head. Yeah.
I think they had the best stage mix that I heard so far in the night. They just do really good remixes of their songs for these live events. It always just sounds really unique, and I want a full Spotify track of just that so I can listen to the instrumentals because they're so good.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Yeah, the opening gave me chills when they opened with the Sugar Rush.
They're always really good with the creativity of their intros and stuff. And of course they do dance breaks, which I appreciate.
They do dance breaks.
They do dance breaks, and it makes me so happy every single time. But do you have any other notes? I think they just did a solid job.
I just really liked Sugar Rush Ride. I just couldn't get past the opening of it.
It's a fantastic.
And it was the way that they opened the stage was very.
It's magical.
Almost eerie sounding with the little whistle, and they all came into it. And I thought Yeonjun looked hot. I always do though.
I know. He's
the only
never
thing
not hot.
I just didn't care for the helmets.
That was weird. That was a weird choice.
That was
weird.
Understand that. I could have done without the helmets.
I don't know how that tied in.
Like the motorcycle, it was just chasing that feeling. So they were chasing on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And the motorcycle choreography was cool, but I could have done without the helmets. Just be unsafe. It's just dancing. It's not really riding motorcycles. I don't think ATs wore helmets. No. I don't think ATs wore helmets in Bouncy when they were on the motorcycles pretending to be on the motorcycles.
So that was the only weird part.
Just don't make them wear helmets while they're dancing, or dance while holding helmets. They feel like they got in the way.
A little funky, yeah.
Other than that, they did fantastic. So
they always really
do. Yeah, they always do. I don't.
Okay, and last up for the night was TVXQ.
TVXQ. Icons.
They're freaking incredible.
Legends.
My mouth was like wide open the whole time because they're singing.
They're very, very good. TVXQ is one of my introductions into K-pop. Before I actually got into K-pop, I knew of their song Catch Me. I think that was technically my first K-pop song I ever heard was that one. Even though that was before I had my proper introduction, I saw the music video for Catch Me and I thought it was really cool. How they danced. So I've known of TVXQ for a long time. So seeing them properly honored was nice to see. And they looked fantastic, let me tell you.
Did you?
And those are men.
Yeah, I don't know their names, but did you see
what's his name? Changbin. Oh yeah.
Just like the prolonged
Changbin and what's the other one's name? Let me look it up real quick. I know his name, and it's gonna bother me that I'm forgetting it.
Okay. I've never learned their names. I really should. There's
just two. It's You know. I know it because I get.
You know.
It's you know. Yeah, it's Changbin and you know. Yeah, I know because Changbin's the one with the he's got the pipes, doesn't he?
They both
and then
pipes,
Yuno's
but
Yuno's the one that does the funnier, sillier concepts of it. That's more funky.
Basically my notes are those high notes. They still got it. This is DK in 10 years.
I don't think they have like vocal ceilings. They just keep going. I have a song. It's just one of them, but it's called Rises One, and you think that he's reached the top of his high note, and then he keeps going, and then he goes higher, And it's actually like one of my comfort songs because it sounds very peaceful while he's just belting his heart out.
But yeah, it was definitely giving me DK energy, and I'm like, this is what he aspires to do when he's older. Like, this is where he's gonna be in like 5 to 10 years. Just doing this. I don't know what this is, but this is great. And then they brought out Rise, and they had a wardrobe change.
A great wardrobe change.
A great wardrobe change. And basically the whole thing during this, I wanted an 80s reaction shot because I feel like this, because they did like the whole like what is it, orchestra mixture into like their music. And I was like, I want a Hongjoon shot. Like, show me what he's thinking. Yes, energy, so true. But yeah, that was my only like note is I would like a reaction shot there. If I was holding the camera, I would pan to him. And basically I said they still got it. They know they still got it. Ridiculous vocals. Those were my notes.
Yeah. And I like the SM family vibe that they had going on. And also something that I just like a lot about end of the year award shows is when younger groups sort of pay respect to the senior groups by doing their songs. And then sometimes the seniors will join them on stage. Yeah.
And when seniors get to present them awards, which we'll get to at the very end.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Which is so sweet.
Yeah. So it's just something, it used to happen a lot more. It's been happening less recently. So I liked seeing it kind of come back a little bit.
Yes. Should we go? I guess we'll go through day 2's performances because I don't have too much to say about them. You'll probably have more than I do.
Oh, do I have something to say?
Okay.
You know what it is, I think. I tweeted about it.
I haven't watched it, or I haven't seen it. I haven't been on Twitter.
I'll send you. Okay, I'll send you the tweet that I saw.
Okay.
Oh boy.
We'll start off. The first performance was like the video intro that went into 80s. So that is what started off day 2.
I'm sending it to you right now. I'm sending it to you right now. Okay, I sent it to you on Twitter. So just not my tweet, not my direction, because that's my private account. But I sent you the tweet that I quoted.
Oh, so you sent it on Twitter?
Yes, because that's where it was.
Can you send it in Messenger?
I'll send it on Messenger. I'll do more work. Copy the link
to my other Twitter.
Okay, yeah.
Am I bringing it up? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah. I'll just copy the tweet. Yeah, we have private accounts too. Sorry.
You could actually send it. Oh, you're on your phone. Never mind. Just send it
on my phone. I did. It's fine. It's lots of good. Let me show my stream of consciousness. Let me.
Here, write notes. I watched all this live, so I was just vibing until 7 a.m. watching this.
I was trying to go sleep early. And it didn't work, but I tried. Let me tell you, if I saw this at 6 a.m, there would have been no sleep had. I would have been thinking about this all night. Okay. First of all, Bouncy. Great song. Love the song.
I know you love it.
I'm obsessed with the song. And I knew the peppers that they brought out at the end of the stage, where they just open this vault and it's just peppers. And they have the actor come out on stage.
Okay. I'm on my shop account, or the shop account, but also what you're explaining, I guess. Well, we'll get there, actually.
We'll
that
get there.
happens
We'll get there.
Between them.
Hey, yes. And then the actor was great. The actor and San were up front. If any of you guys don't know, San is my bias. He's one of my ultimate biases. I put him up there with Jimin and Joshua. That is the level that San is at. He is very, very
funny,
high up there.
because you hated 80s at first.
I hated Hongjoon's mullet. I didn't listen to their music.
Yeah, so you refused to listen to them, and then I forced you to.
Because of the mullet. No. You didn't force me. I said I was going to give them a chance, and I asked you recommendations because I knew you heard of them.
Okay.
And then I got into them. Because I was like, it was 2020. I was like, I need something to do. Let me stay in a new boy group. That's what happened. Tell the story right. I was just very turned off by the mullet. No, you didn't.
I know you were.
You didn't. I was saying, I want something to do. I'm going to give them a try because I'm going to need something to keep me entertained. because we
I
got
was
2 weeks
already a
that we
fan.
can't miss. And I knew that.
already a fan.
That's why I asked you for recommendations, and to help me learn their names, because I was ready to do a deep dive because I had nothing to do. And I fell in love. So when I actually gave them a chance, apart from the mullet that was happening, I fell in love. But anyways, back to the peppers. So
to the peppers.
So it was like a callback. It was a callback to the Bounty music video, because they were using the peppers as a metaphor of things to wake people up and get people to feel stuff inside.
Literally.
And so he eats the pepper and he's like, this great pepper. And then you see this fan cam of Wanu. He was really into it. He was having a great time. And I also love that man. I love that man too. I have very deep feelings about how he makes me feel on stage sometimes. Anyways, we'll get to Wanu later.
Yeah, so the intro kind of goes into Bouncy performance, is basically.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it.
And then I was blessed.
Oh, should I show the blessing?
Do you want me to read my stream of consciousness or show the blessing first?
I can read your stream of consciousness and then I can show it.
I said, okay. Oh my son, nothing could have prepared me. I have been blessed. This was the hottest thing I have ever seen.
Okay. I will share the screen.
And I was like, okay. I like genuinely stop. My earphone fell out.
We'll just grace the screen for that.
Is that not the sexiest thing you have ever seen?
Okay.
I could watch that all day.
It's good. It was good. I knew you were gonna be obsessed.
Dude, when I like
that's why I told you to watch it. Even though they spoiled the next song that they're coming out with, that hasn't been released.
I was not going to watch Crazy Form because I was going to watch it after I saw the music video and just told me, no, just watch it. And so I was like, all right, fine, I'll have the music video spoiled for me. Anyway, the song was great. I love the song. They killed the performance. But song, sir.
That's why I told you to watch it. But you had to see
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And this time, they're not making him wear the nipple covers they were before.
They freed the nipple.
They did.
Because
they had this rule back during fireworks era, because that was when Song first took his shirt off. But they made it. There was a rule on certain music shows where you could only show one nipple. Don't ask me why. I don't know what the difference is between one and two. Two is too much. I guess. They said
people would die.
Who cares? They said who cares
people
about this?
People would fall over.
Dude, I nearly did.
See? They knew what they were doing.
I don't need their protection.
But
anyway,
that was the highlight of the beginning of the performance.
My last note. I said fantastic song. I can't wait for the music video. And then I said the sound ending fairy ended me.
So true.
I was awestruck. I was awestruck. They're on another. AT's really on another level.
I
can't
really
imagine where they will be in 5 years, because they're already so good. They debuted good. And having seen them live, it really felt like I was at one of their concerts again. Yeah. Thank you, Sam. That was.
Thank you, Sam.
You didn't have to do that, but you did anyway.
But you did. You did it.
You worked hard, my guy. You
did.
Thank you.
You did.
You worked very hard, very well. Never said Kingdom was meant for them to win. And if it was based purely on how well they did the challenges, they would have won. But
it was based on voting a lot.
Yeah, and Stray Kids has a bigger fan base, so that's why they won. And they did that when Mingi was out, so they were down a member, and they still did really well. But they did some of their Kingdom stages on tour, so we got to see that. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, did we miss Somi? We
I
missed
think
Somi on
so.
day one.
We
Oh
missed
no.
Somi. We'll go back.
Okay. We'll go back. Going back to
Instead of
day one.
fast forwarding, we'll
We're fast
rewind.
forwarding. We'll fast
We'll
rewind.
fast forward backwards. Oh,
We'll
I
fast
didn't know
forward
Hyunjin
backwards.
wasn't. Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
out then. Yeah, so
But
they were both down a member.
They had a backup dancer who looked like him who debuted in another group
Oh.
recently. But it was weird because they had like a backup dancer who like had his same hair and it was kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, Somi,
Anyways,
I can't believe I missed you.
I know. I really like Somi.
Her pant leg was crazy, but I can look past that. Did you see that
A little.
fluffiness?
It was a little crazy, but
It looked a
they
little weird,
changed that
but it's
part,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Halfway
changed
through.
it when
She
she moved
started out with
into
it.
fast forward. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I am glad that they did the song "The Way," the way,
Mhm.
the way. I really like that song, so I'm glad she finally did it live. And then
Mhm.
she just took off her shoes, and I was like, the vibe is changing, and I love it. I love
Yeah,
that
I
vibe from
liked
her.
the wardrobe change where they actually brought out the racks of
hmm
clothes.
It just felt real, and I felt like it was kind of unique to her and her
It was very
energy.
Barbie.
Yeah. It was very like,
Mm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this. And
Mhm.
then she like kind of danced, but like just had a good time, just dancing around. She didn't
Yeah.
have any choreography.
And
Uh,
I just wrote Somi's backup dancers.
true, true.
I just wanted to remember them. They were something else.
Okay, and then at the very end, my notes, my stream of consciousness was, she is an icon. She's so hot. I offer my hand in marriage. That is how I
I
ended that because
wrote
she looks so good.
I liked the glowing gloves that they had on the backup dancers
It really
behind her that came in
accentuated
after the
the
first
choreography.
backup dancers, because she
hmm
had hot backup dancers in the music video too that were kind
Yeah,
of out on stage with her. But then they had all these extras wearing light up gloves, and
yeah.
it was
And
good
like there's
for
so much
that song.
hand stuff going on that it really just made it pop.
It looked very cool. Yeah, she did
Yes.
great.
Yes. Good job, Somi. She also hosted the day one. So she
Yeah,
was the host for that. So good on her.
she's
She's
she's a
leveling up.
very natural host.
She is. I love her. Okay. Back. We're fast forwarding now.
Fast
Back.
forward.
Back to where we were. So where were we? So we talked about ATs. It was great. We all knew it was going to be great. Um, we'll talk about how they were snubbed in the awards later, because that was annoying. But we'll move on to L's Up.
Yes. Let me find them in my notes. There they are.
Okay.
Okay. I wrote Yeon Slay because she did
So true.
the time travel shenanigans. Oh, sorry, I was reading the chat. Yeon
No, yeah.
Slay. Key had my favorite outfit, and they had great choreography.
I
It was
loved the
great.
second song they did
The
on the
snap.
chairs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was my
good.
favorite part. Because I haven't seen
Uh-huh.
them do anything like that. Because I've only seen really cheeky
Mm.
been done. So I really like them doing like the darker, sexy vibes.
That
It really
it fit
it
them
works for them.
so well.
And I
They.
love
I don't want them to
uh,
change from that.
the girl who won, who had like the
The pink hair.
pink hair. I love
Yeah,
her.
she's great. I forgot her name. I
I
know
don't
like
remember her
3 of
name.
their names.
I know, and they're all in
Uh,
groups, so we should know
I
them. But
I know. Well, I didn't listen to all of the groups.
I know.
Like I know Key, but I wasn't even like a fan of the Lovelies, so I
Yeah,
just knew she was talented. I
yeah,
do feel
they're all
bad for
very talented.
Yuki because you could tell she was really tired. She
When
still
I
did
saw her
fine.
when I saw her on tour, she was sick, and then
Yeah,
she kept going through tour, still performing, but recovering. And then she had to miss the last either one or two tour stops to go to Mama's. So she's tired. She was in
yeah.
the U.S. and now she's back on Japan time now. That's crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, so I wasn't getting like full Yuki energy, but I understood why.
Tired.
So I didn't
That
like she
girl's
didn't do
tired.
bad by any means,
Mm-mm.
but like someone give her a weekend off, please.
A week off,
Let her
not even just a
rest.
weekend.
Oh, okay.
Give her a full week.
I
She
don't even
needs
feel like she's
it.
got a weekend off in a long time. She's been really busy.
No. She's
Um,
been like their schedule for touring was crazy too because it was like
mm,
every other day was a tour stop. So
yeah.
that's not a lot of rest time. So,
Mhm.
but
But yeah,
yeah,
L's
overall
Up.
very
That was
solid.
it was one of my favorite stages. Was theirs.
Yeah, of the day.
Mm.
Next up, did you watch Boy Next Door?
I did.
Yeah, it was kind of meh for me personally. I know they
Um,
have a
I
big fan base.
understand. I understand their hype.
I do too.
Um, yeah, they weren't bad by any means. They have
Honestly,
live
I think
vocals, so
what
I
threw me
gave them
off the
points for
most,
that.
I think what threw me off the most was the wardrobe.
I
Why
get
were they
because
wearing that?
I wrote hat. It
My
was
eyes
quite
were
the hat.
my eyes were drawn down to the fluffy boot covers, I believe. Or
I didn't see that
did
past
you
the
not even
hat.
see
That's
them?
all.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I just saw the hat.
They had like fuzzy leg warmers. I
Yeah,
know you
no,
love them, Brooke.
yeah,
I
I
know you
like their
do.
vibe. I do. I don't have like they had a nice vibe. I'm just not sure that was the best stage that showcased it.
Yeah, I also was
Um,
just really distracted by the wardrobe. It was really giving like NCT styling, and I'm like, why would you do this to them? They're
yeah,
not supposed to be like NCT.
but they did sing
I
live
think
and they sang live well, so I
performance
gave them
wise was really good. I was just really distracted by the
give
wardrobe
them
situation.
smaller hats, please. That one was too
Smaller
big.
hats. I would
That
also
one
have
was
liked
huge.
if they did like reaction shots of 17 because I know like Hoshi in particular really loves them. And he's like kind of like their mentor. So I would have liked like some cuts to like Hoshi. I thought that would be
Yeah.
cute, but they didn't. They didn't do it.
Mm-mm.
Then after them, we had the infamous Goddess Awakens super stage, which
Yes.
you have the
It was interesting. Like I get what they were
the highlight.
going for.
Yeah,
It was a
the
little
best part
strange.
for me was Zhao Ting was the best, as well as Minnie. I think they
I think
pulled
it's
it off.
Xiaoteng.
Zhao Ting,
Xiaoteng. That's what I
are
wrote.
you sure? There's an I in there.
Is there an
Am
I in
I?
there? Then I got it wrong. I wrote it down wrong. There was a typo. Xiaoteng. Don't listen to me. I'm old and
Yeah.
stupid.
Let me make sure. I don't see her. Where's her name? They don't put her name in this. Where is she? I like
She was
just
my
read it.
favorite
Yeah,
part.
it's Zhao Ting. There's an
Okay,
Ting.
then I spelled it wrong.
Okay. But yeah, I think she was like the second best, and then Minnie pulled it off the best,
Yeah.
in my
When
opinion.
like I just wrote cuz Minnie started it.
Mm-mm. She ended it. You watched it backwards.
I watched it how they put it on this
It's
because
incorrect.
it's
So
because she
basically,
no because she walked out on the stage first before this all started. It was just her on the stage, and then she turned around and she walked back, and there were all the girls there. Was that the end of it?
that was the end of it.
What the heck? Mnet, upload these in the correct order.
Upload it into the playlist how they finish them, so they're gonna be backwards. But basically, they started off with the Little Mermaid one. Then they went to it was either the snake
It was
one
the snake one
or
next.
okay, and then the scary one that I don't want to talk about. It scared me. I
Yeah,
don't
that one
like
was
it.
weird.
I don't know
I
who
didn't
those
like
people
it.
were, but I don't like them. I know they're famous, but like, and then Minnie ended it because of course
Yeah,
she did. It's iconic.
but no, there was something else before that with all of them together, where Minnie was on the stage and
That was
she
at
was
the
just
end
standing there in the middle of the stage,
for
and then but this
Mago.
was before this was they did Mago at the end.
Yes, that's how they ended it because they end together. Why would they start together?
I don't know.
I
I
told you how to
was
do this,
just
Lori.
yeah,
But
but
yeah,
it didn't make. I was I you sent me the playlist
yes,
and
and
I
I told you to watch
watched
it
the playlist.
backwards.
I
I watched it
forgot
watch it
that
from
part.
the last one to the first one. Anyway, the thing I hated most about it, I didn't hate all of it, but it was kind of awkward. And then that Mago song was weird.
Oh, I actually like it.
You did
I
the
like Lim
it was
Kim.
like talking. It wasn't even a song.
Lim no Lim Kim is she's a very unique songwriter. You know her song. She has that song, that Awu song that I like a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
it just
and she
wasn't
has a
for
lot
me.
of
I
songs.
thought it was kind of weird.
She's gone independent. And she really changed up how she did her songs.
Like
And her songwriting style.
I understand it was like a very like poignant thing, but it was
She's very artsy.
not for me.
I'll put
Yeah,
it
it
that
was
way.
too much for me.
I
I
like her
wish
a
they just kind
lot.
of danced to an actual song that had like a melody
Yeah,
in
Lim
a
Kim's
way.
not for everybody. I just
But
find
yeah,
her very creative and intriguing.
okay.
So,
But I think yeah, like I said, I think it kind of fell flat. But Zhao and Minnie were the best for me.
mm, I thought Minnie's outfit was beautiful.
Oh, she looks so like she had the right energy for it. Uh, and she
Mm,
just had like the good presence. And then
yeah.
Zhaoting was just hot. She was killing it.
All right. Who was next
Then
since I'm out of order?
Rise
Rise was next.
with Hawk, Saxy, and Siren.
Yes.
I will say, before you judge them too harshly, they are down a member and they're not happy about it because he is
Oh
on
no,
permanent
I didn't have
hiatus.
anything.
Okay,
I didn't have anything bad to say. No, I
I
knew
know.
about that.
Okay, good
No,
because
I'm familiar with their situation.
no, it's because they're usually very much more animated with their facial expressions, and they were going through it, and you can kind of tell on their faces that they are not happy at
Okay.
this point in time. But I think they
I
did really well for the situation.
Yeah, no. I thought they did fine. I thought they did just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish they did
I
get a
said it
guitar.
was. Yeah, I figured you'd be a little upset about that,
I
but it was my actually
know.
my first time hearing Toxaxi, and it
Mhm.
didn't disappoint.
It was
I
good. It was
remembered
smooth.
I remembered the song title coming up in the chat. Um and I was like, "Oh, that's an intriguing name for a song." And I forgot to listen to it because then we played second gen games, and I
Mhm.
was thrust back into my younger years with those and listened to those afterwards instead of Talk Saxy, and I forgot to listen to Talk Saxy. So this is my
Yep.
first time hearing it, and I kind of like it that way because I got the whole package.
Yeah.
Real talk, do you think Sagan is coming back ever? No.
It's
No, he
SM, so
deserves
no.
to. No, I don't have faith in
He
these
should.
companies to manage them. You saw what happened
No.
to Sujin.
If it was
No, he's
any
not
other
coming back in a
company,
group.
if it was any other company, there would be a little sliver of hope, but not with
No,
SM. Never.
no. SM is very.
And
They're.
it
I mean, okay. I was into EXO when all the members were leaving. What? No, no. That poor guy.
they edited
Didn't they
him.
edit him
They
out? No,
I
he's
am
not coming
pissed.
back. No, he's not coming back. They edited him
Right.
out. He's not coming back. It sucks for
Well,
him because he didn't do anything wrong.
that
As
pisses
far
me
as I
off.
know. I'm
That
not,
pisses me
I'll
off
be
even
totally
more.
honest, I'm not completely read up on the situation. I just know it's stupid.
Okay, so basically, from my understanding, there's a picture of him smoking a cigarette pre-debut. There is
Everybody smokes in Korea.
I know, that's what I've been saying.
Everybody.
I know.
There's,
Uh,
you walk down the street and it's cigarette smoke. You're
I
just
know. I
walking
feel
in a
like
cloud of
it's
smoke.
so hypocritical for the Korean public to be hating on him for that because he's an
Because
idol.
everybody smokes in
No.
Korea. You go into
Uh,
the military, you start smoking. That's
yeah.
what happens.
And he's not young, like he's an older one as well.
He's an adult.
Yeah, and then he was kissing his boyfriend or not boyfriend, girlfriend. Jesus. Uh,
That would be a bigger scandal in
a
Korea if that
boyfriend
were
would make
the
more
case.
sense. But yeah, there's that was like the bigger deal, but he was with his girlfriend pre-debut in a hotel. They were around the same age, so it's not like she was underage or anything. They were like
Okay.
maybe
Oh
one or
no,
two
he
years
kissed
apart.
a girl.
Yeah, pre-debut.
He's
Um,
an adult. He is
and then I
allowed to
think
kiss women.
the was it was he the one who was talking with Subin as well, like on like a private live stream? Uh, People mistranslated it and they thought they were making fun of Unche when he was just making fun of Subin to his face, and Subin was laughing and then stuck up his middle toe. That's this that's it. Yeah, he was
Yeah, that
slightly
boy is not
older,
coming.
but I mean they were both not adults yet, from my
Was this
understanding
like
of
a
the
high school
situation.
relationship?
It was pre-debut, so it was whatever he was at the time. He was old enough to
Yeah.
smoke, and he
Yeah.
should be
Then.
old enough to have a girlfriend. I don't know all the details. Also, it's really
Yeah.
fuzzy because all of this was um, brought up by Panchoa, that account. So
Oh,
none of their
screw that
stuff.
account.
It was like
Yeah,
a
and
random
see,
person. Like
like
what?
if you both start dating when you're both younger, like there's like it's not creepy if you're like 18 and dating a 17-year-old. That's
Especially if
not
you were
creepy
dating like before you turn
before you
18 as
turn
well.
18. If that's like
Like
I
we
don't know
don't
all the
know.
situations.
We also don't know the exact details because the person giving us this information was just like a random friend he had. Friend.
Friend,
I
yeah,
think it's a guy
no.
as well. Like I think he's just jealous. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah, the whole
he ruined his
situation was bad.
career because SM doesn't they don't protect their artists very well.
I mean, that
Um
was the plan.
Yeah. So no, he might have luck if he leaves and joins another company on a solo debut or joining another group, but no, he's not going to be back in Rise. I have
Yeah.
no doubts that SM will screw that up.
And like I'm not saying like I promote anything that he did cuz like he had like a life as a person. I wouldn't make those choices personally, but
Yeah, well there's
he's a
also something people don't know about Korea is that they're like in America we have all this like anti-smoking propaganda
true.
kind of stuff that doesn't exist there.
No.
That's not a thing. Like it's when I say everyone smokes, I mean it. It's shocking if you
The air
don't.
quality is horrible and they make it worse.
Yeah, yeah. Like you spent. I wasn't prepared for all the smokers. Man, I had my inhaler on me at all times because I'm very much allergic to cigarette smoke and I have asthma. But like you just get used to it. But no, everybody smokes. It's weird if you don't.
Yeah, I
It's just a
think
cultural thing.
the
They
biggest
smoke and
deal
they
is
drink.
the biggest deal is probably the girlfriend thing, but honestly, that's his own business. And if it wasn't illegal, I don't think there should be any problem with his career. And this is also
No,
pre-debut. He wasn't doing it at the time that this dropped. This was just someone
and
using his
even if he
past against him.
did, even if he did, it's still you're a dude. You're allowed to have a girlfriend.
Take it through the legal system if there
That's
was something
just
bad happening. Don't
yeah.
do this. It's
They're
really it's
humans.
strange.
They can date. But yeah, another asthma haver. Yeah, isn't it fun?
Woohoo!
Who
So
needs
keen.
oxygen?
Not us. Uh,
Yeah,
okay, if she was underage,
as long as
yeah,
he's
I
not as
understand.
long as he's not dating a child. That in
No,
which I
but
don't think he was.
from my understanding is they were both underage and there was just like a small like 1 to 2 year age gap between them. Uh,
Yeah,
so I don't know, but take it through the legal system if there's a problem. It wasn't even
yeah.
her.
This
It wasn't
was
even her
career
being mad about it.
sabotage.
This was someone outside of their relationship coming in to sabotage his career using her, which I feel like is also wrong. Uh, but anyway,
Mm.
that's enough on that. I feel bad for
Anyway,
him. It makes me
yeah,
mad.
it's sad. It's a
But
sad
we've had a
situation.
lot of
But
losses this year. It
anyways,
makes me sad.
yeah. Anyways, I back to their stage.
Yeah,
I really liked the breakdancing that they did. I thought that was very
they do
good.
really well with that.
I really liked it.
I love that vibe with them. Um,
Hmm.
they really have
And
like a
I just thought
fresh
they had
energy.
very, I thought they had very cool choreography overall.
Hmm.
It was very fun, and I'm gonna listen to Talk Saxy a lot. It's okay for sidetracking. It's fine. It's an interesting topic. Yeah,
It's important to talk about because I know most people are kind of on our side with it. I know there's some people who take the hate and run with it.
yeah. I
But
want to show support for my fellow human. You know.
yeah, and because don't change this, like being an idol is going to be miserable because you can't do
Yeah,
anything.
you can't do
Even
anything.
pre-debut, you can't.
You can't even watch anime. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, but you can't do anything while you're an idol, but you also can't do anything before you're an idol. That's crazy.
You can't do anything your entire life.
No, like if you have ever smoked a cigarette and there's photo evidence of it, God forbid you ever become a singer in Korea because you're gonna get kicked out eventually because people will hate
You
on
watch a
you.
horror anime, you get canceled on Twitter. It's a horror
Yeah,
show. Come on.
yeah. Like I get there's some iffy content, but like it's
People
censored.
don't understand anime. People were comparing it to Game of Thrones and Attack on Titan. Like, what? You think it's
Yeah,
gonna be a walk in the park? Yeah, no, there was a particular horror anime that people were talking about that was
yeah,
really
and like,
popular. One of the most popular anime that came out last year,
and that's why they were
and
talking about it.
people, yeah, because everyone watched it,
Yeah, there was like
and
awards and stuff.
yeah, it was crazy popular. And compared to like Attack on Titan, which if anyone knows Attack on Titan, it's like giant cannibals. Like,
Yeah, like yes, they're
like
naked, but they
no,
don't have anything to
it
show.
had
They're just
pedo
like,
themes. I need to watch it before I saw people running with that. As far as I know, I don't think that's completely true. I
I think
think that
most of
was
it's taken
people that
out in the anime.
didn't. I think I know there was children involved, but I think people don't understand anime, and I think that's where the issue came in. If
And I
it's what
will
I'm
say, I
thinking
think
of,
the manga
I'm
is
gonna watch
probably
it,
more explicit. So they
but
were
it was
largely
censored on
talking
the
about the
anime.
story through the, yeah, they were talking largely about the manga, and I don't think they really put into context that this was the anime. It was also the anime being shown in Korea. So there's
It
like a
was
lot of
censored.
layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers of censorship on this. So I don't
Yeah.
know exactly what
I'm
they
I'm
installed.
gonna watch it and form a complete thought, but people are comparing it to Attack on Titan and as level of gruesome, and Attack on Titan is not for children, but it's also nothing that people should be
They
canceling.
even said that when they weren't even recommending it.
They
They were
weren't
just saying what
recommending
they
it.
watched. But
Yeah,
they said
and they
like
were saying it's
you need to be
violent, so be
careful.
careful.
Yeah, they were like, this is not for
Yeah.
everyone. Like, watch it at your own risk. So they were like giving warnings as
Yeah,
well.
I saw anime fans freaking out. Like, this is dumb. So I trust the anime fans because they watch this stuff all the time. And they're
Yeah,
like, they heard about the pedo themes and they were like, what? So if anime fans are saying that, like, hardcore anime fans were talking
and
about it and I
again,
watched some
it's
of the
something I
videos.
probably won't watch because it's not for me. But if you're an anime fan, which Woozy definitely is, like
I
obviously you're gonna
am. I
watch
like
it.
it. Yeah. I'll watch it.
It
I'll
was
see what
like
the
the
fuss
talk
is
of the anime
about.
community for a whole year before this even came up as an issue.
Yeah, this was brought up a year after they talked
They
about it.
talked about it. And
Yeah.
it was like 2 years after
So,
it like was officially out.
yeah.
Crazy. Okay.
Anyway, let
Sidetrack.
K-pop idols watch anime.
Drama's over. Okay.
I know
Uh
people were talking about like Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones had the wildest stuff in it, and everybody watched it, and nobody cared.
yeah, I feel like Game of Thrones has the
Game of
worst
Thrones
of the
is
content.
something. Oh my gosh! Like the first episode. But I won't talk about it here because it's inappropriate. But it was like that was quite the first episode.
There's a lot of
the
things
the
going on.
reason why poor Bran got thrown out of the window was quite shocking and it was quite normalized in society at the time. We
Yeah.
all just understood it for what it was in a TV show,
Yeah,
and it was
which is
being
fiction,
compared
by
to
the
Made in
way.
Abyss. Yeah, a
It's
fictional
also
TV
fiction.
show wasn't
But
promoting
anyway.
it. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Move on. So Rise, we kind of covered. They did really well.
Yes,
Um,
good job, Ryan. I enjoyed
yeah.
your stage.
Okay, so I know you didn't watch Niziu.
I
Niziu?
didn't. No.
Yeah. I know you wouldn't like them. I don't necessarily like them either, but they are very popular in Japan. They are a
Hmm.
JYP Japanese group. They're essentially the Twice of Japan. People love them. They had mascots come out. I think they were supposed to like represent each member because there was like one for each member. It was kind of weird. They look a little too old to be doing that.
I would like them to be
It's a
able
little
to age up their
childish.
concept a little bit.
But, like
They
I get it.
haven't,
Like
but
Has that culture
Japan
of
has
like
their thing.
young. What did you
Twice
say?
as Japan is twice. You're right.
That is true. That is true.
But they're a
But
JYP girl group that's has similar ish concept to
and
Twice
what
did
I
when they
mean
debuted.
by Twice of Japan is
That's
that
what
they are
Misamo is for. Yeah.
exactly, but they are actually a Japanese group, and then Twice
Mm.
is a they have Japanese members, but they're mostly promoting in Korea that Japan loves them as well. But they all I'm saying is they're super popular in Japan. They love them there,
And they're a
and
JYP girl group.
yes, so they're basically just Twice debuted in Japan. That's kind of what they are in comparison. But they're slightly newer. They're slightly younger group. I don't know how old they are as
They've been out
um
for a few years.
individuals.
I
I don't
watched
know
their
how old the
debut.
members are.
Yeah.
I know you
I
are, but
know.
we are Twice haters after all.
I know. I thought that was clickbait, and I thought people took it seriously.
I know.
Nizu,
Just to be sure.
say their name.
It's Nizi with a capital U at the end.
Nizu, maybe. Yeah.
I don't. Yes. Um, Not for me, but you might like them if you like early Twice type music. It was reminiscent of debut Twice, in my opinion. But yeah.
All
They did
right.
well.
Who's
They looked
next?
happy. Zero Base One.
Zero
Zero
Base
Base
One. I
One.
didn't watch them actually.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're an Mnet group, so they were real hype during this whole experience.
Mm.
Mnet really focused on them a lot because they just debuted from their project group. Um, they did Take My Hand plus Rush, uh, and I thought it was solid. Like it wasn't anything to write home about for me. I love them. Don't get me wrong. But I wish they kind of did Melting Point because that's like their most recent music video they put out, and it just had a really fun vibe. And I think that would go better with their first song than Crush did, in my opinion. I do love Crush though. Crush is fun. But I feel like the two vibes of Melting Point mixed with I can never remember the title. The first song, Take My Hand. I feel like the two vibes would go better together because they're both brighter concepts where Crush is kind of like a darker, more hype song. But does anyone have thoughts about Zero Base One? They were the stars of the evening. They got awards. They got all the screen time, which is fine. We love them. Next up is Le Seraphim. Any thoughts on Le Seraphim? I like
I said they had.
Brooke says I like Ricky. Solid.
Yeah.
Same.
I said they had a very good opening. Like they hyped the stage perfectly. It is the song with a very long title. Something about a blueberry.
Okay. Wait.
Psyche,
I think I have
something.
it up here. Psyche and the Bluebeard's wife.
Bluebeard, not blueberry. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's a long time.
I don't know.
Feels like it's like reading a Fall Out Boy title. Anyway, what's her name? Yunjin.
Maybe
the opera singer.
I don't know their names that well. I don't know them that well.
She stole the stage. It was her. That was all I saw. She's very pretty.
Yeah.
She feels like an all rounder. And that's who I watched. It's one of the songs by them that I like more. I'm not like Yoonjin, like Yoonjin. Okay.
Yoonjin. Yeah.
All right. Need to see it in Korean to get it right because English is weird.
I know.
Korean language is very straightforward. Yeah, she looked great. I was watching her, but like I'm not crazy about most of their songs, but I like that one. I just never can remember the name because it's too many words.
Yeah, I think it was overall a very solid performance, and I think out of all the ones of the day, I think that was kind of highlighted in my brain. That was a very solid performance. Nothing too crazy, but like I think they held their own really well.
Yeah, it is my favorite song of theirs. So I'm glad
yes,
they picked
we
that
have
one.
To look at Hangul.
And instead of
Hangul
one that I don't like, because most of them I don't like. I want to, but I just can't.
They grow on me. Like Anti-Fragile grew on me.
I didn't.
Unforgiven is still kind of not it for me.
I don't like it.
But yeah, Anti-Fragile grew on me though. I kind of like it now.
I kind of don't.
No. Okay.
Like Forgiven or not Unforgiven. What was it? Fearless. Fearless was fine.
Fearless was great. It was a great debut. One of the members was a little too young, but it's okay.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the choreography for Minors in that one, which is why I didn't listen to it when it came out.
We are the opposite. Yeah, it started off bad for me, and then it kind of grew on me. Now I'm kind of like, fine. I don't mind it now.
Yeah, I just like the boom, 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 boom. That is catchy of the one that they did. That's what I like.
Brooke agrees. It's easy to get annoying because it is very repetitive. So I understand how it can kind of get on your nerves, especially if it's overplayed, which it can be. So I feel bad for those in Korea who have to listen to it on the streets. Yeah. Okay, next up is Treasure.
Treasure. They did great. I liked the opening VCR, how it ends with "Your heart will be stolen."
Yes.
They did a great job.
I just think they have
hyping up the boys. Yeah, I said they had great energy and live vocals. I just didn't like the little wardrobe change for the second stage. It looked a little cheap. Like when the UFO came down and then they had like these vests on or whatever. I was like, this looks a little cheap. But I mean, they performed great, so I didn't really have anything other than that to say. They just could have done a little better in the wardrobe area.
In many ways.
But in many ways. Yeah, but I mean, aside from what we already talked about, then it could have been a little better.
Yeah. Then after Treasure was G-Idol or Idol with Queen Card Mama version.
Yes. I wrote 10 out of 10 outfits. They look great.
Yes, outfits. Those are, I think, my favorite outfits of the whole Mamas. I think they just look stunning.
And Miyeon got to show off.
That was ridiculous. That was the
Yeah,
highlight for me of the
because
night.
she doesn't get to show off in her songs. Like the Giotto songs, they give her very easy parts, and she's capable of
No.
a lot better, as
And she just popped
demonstrated
off
on
for
her
like
solo
2 seconds.
album. Yeah,
I'm glad they let her.
yeah.
Overall,
She's a really good singer, but they don't give her anything to show it in their songs. Like their B
yeah.
sides, nothing. It wasn't until her solo album that she really got to sing. So thank you for giving her a moment to be like, "Hi, I'm the main vocal."
Yeah. I did wish
um,
they got to do like other kind of songs other than Queen Card.
yeah, because
Uh,
I still don't like Queen Card.
I'm not a fan of Queen Card. It's very catchy. It's stuck in my head all the time.
Like
It's
I'll
just
listen,
not my favorite.
I'll dance to it when it comes on. I'm not above that, but it's not on my playlist. Like it's just I love
Yeah.
them, but that song just wasn't for me.
Yeah. I
Allergy
know it
was
was very
fine. I like
popular though.
Allergy. I
She
know.
was great.
I
Yeah.
said
So
they showed a fan cam. I think it was of Rise, and I said I think the guy they showed fell in love. He was in awe,
that's
and I was like, bro, same.
understandable. I mean, look at them.
I'm a sucker for Mian. She's my favorite. I
Yeah.
love her. I have a poster of her on my wall. Actually, I have two
Yep.
posters of her, but one I got her poster in the was it the I Love album. I got her poster, and it's really great.
I got quite a bit of her as well.
I thought, and I wrote, taking a selfie at the end was very on brand for them.
Yes. And I think someone else did it the first day as well. I can't remember who. It was either a host or someone did it as well. But they're basically why they're doing that is because they're sponsored by Samsung. So they used Samsung's
I
for
didn't
the
catch that.
announcing the awards. So all the names of the people who won are on cell phones. And then they're
Is that
taking
why they were
selfies.
doing those artsy shots through someone filming through a cell phone?
Yes, they're all Samsung.
I thought someone was trying to be clever, and I was like, this is
No,
annoying.
no, it's all branding. Yeah, Samsung was a big. Everyone is sponsored by Samsung. I have a Samsung. I'm
Do I have
sponsored
a
by
Samsung?
Samsung.
I think this is
No, you have
Samsung.
something else, or
Do
maybe
I?
I don't know.
It's an
I thought
Android.
you have like a OneNote or whatever it's called.
No, that was my old phone.
No.
I have a Nord something.
What?
Nord.
Lord.
I don't know. I don't even know how to check to see what brand this is. It's not written.
I will say, like, on the topic of sponsorship, watching it live, I was kind of pleasantly surprised that there were only 3 commercial breaks throughout the entire live.
Oh, really?
So they were longer, like they were kind of like around 20 minutes each, but like there were only
20-minute commercial breaks.
Yeah, but there was only 3, and there was several hours of content in between.
Yeah.
So I even forgot it was like live on television. So yeah, I do appreciate that they kept it kind of concise in the blocks of time that they took from us that we had to wait. Because when they show commercials, they just put us on a blank screen, and we were just listening to this repetitive music. And I was like, oh, make it stop. Um, yeah, yeah. Samsung really has taken over a little bit. It's okay. And then lastly, we have 17 with God of Music plus
Where's my...
Super.
I wore my shirt. You can't see it.
Yeah, I almost wore mine
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I almost did, but I'm always scared to wear it because it's so fragile. I hate to wash it. I'm scared it's gonna like rub off.
Yeah, these are the shirts that they had at the Be the Sun tour last year. It has more on the back, but I'm not gonna take my sweater off because it's cold in the basement.
But yeah, it basically felt like a 17 concert at the end.
It did. It felt exactly like a concert.
Yeah, I was like, that's just concert energy.
Yeah, I wrote the synchronization because even though 17 is known for it, it was still just a shocking level of synchronization again.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised, and I shouldn't have been because I've loved 17 since they came out.
My one confusing part was why were there pink shopping carts on stage?
I thought that too. I just let the thought go.
I just went with it because there's like such like a festival vibe, and then I just saw pink shopping carts.
Yeah,
and they didn't do anything with them.
I
just wheeled them out.
Part. Yeah, it was a pop of color, maybe. I don't know.
I was hoping they would like ride around in them.
Yeah. I thought Wanu did a really good job covering for S Coops He even did his little stunt move. He didn't do the full thing, but he did like most
No,
of it.
and vocally they left it alone for most of it. Like his main rap parts, they kind of let the pre-recording do it. But yeah, I think they did really well. Obviously.
Yeah, and I said the 8 was killing it. It was my favorite dance break of the night. It was quite mesmerizing to watch.
He had to show off he's fully recovered now.
Yeah, it's like, look, I can move my shoulder.
Look at that.
Let me move it for you. And I also wrote that they worked the crowd so hard.
They did. Like, and DJ Hoshi. Hoshi was such a mood.
Hoshi. That was fun. That was really fun.
Yeah, it really felt like they were going to go into fighting. So I was like, oh no, what are they going to do?
I was like, yeah. I thought, are they going to do that? Because it was a really popular song. But no, God of Music was it flowed right into that. But yeah, Hoshi had a nice dance break too. But I thought that the 8's was better. I liked the moves of it better.
Yeah, and then moving on to Super, I liked how they, where it like switches up at the very end, where it kind of like drops out, and then the pink.
Oh yeah, that
I like how they switched it.
They made it more dramatic.
They did. They did. It was so good, and Woozy was killing it. That man this is like I think his era vocally, because he really had.
He had a great time during Super. You could see he really loved that song.
Yeah, especially like the beginning.
But yeah, no, Wanu, he did so good. Because I was talking about when I said Wanu covered Ice Cube's part, I was talking about in Super.
Okay. Yeah, because like in God of Music he didn't.
No, they didn't. In Super, he did his rap. With where they were throwing him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But yeah, I thought he did a good job with that. And then, should we talk about the album of the year?
Yeah, so I have there's like a quick 2-minute and 19-second video that has all of the award winners listed, and we can play it without music and just have it for reference if you think that'll help. Because I don't.
Do you tell the list?
Ugly looking. If someone compiled all the winners. It's really ugly. Let's see how this goes.
Oh no, Seungkwan got me real good with that brook.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm not playing audio because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. Best OST, that was BTS.
BTS always gotta win something.
They really do. Best rap hip hop was Augusty People Part 2, which I think was a unique choice. Because they could have picked like
they could have picked Hager.
Army or that one, like I forgot how to say the title. I'm so bad at it. Let's see. Best vocal performance was this guy who was really good. I just didn't know who he was. Lovely won best vocal performance as a group. It was a very popular song. Flower. Jisoo took so many awards, man.
She did.
She took I think every category she was in.
Yeah. Which sucks because I wish Blackpink could go to these things. Like I wish they were allowed because they won stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing I will say is there wasn't many people there to accept awards, which was really awkward.
Yeah, because New Jeans won a bunch too, and they weren't there.
They won Artist of the Artist of the Year and Song of the Year, I think.
Yeah.
And they weren't there, so it just
which surprises me. I thought Queen Card was gonna win Song of the Year.
Yeah, but honestly, New Jeans kind of stole Korea's heart a little bit. But I really wish they were there. What are they doing right now?
I don't know. I was surprised to not see. They
didn't even record a acceptance speech. They just cut to the.
That's weird.
New Jeans won, and it was like the biggest award of the night, other than Album of the Year, and they just straight up weren't there, which is awkward. Best dance performance, male solo, was Jungkook with 7. I thought that was an odd choice of song. I feel like it should have been
Standing Next to You.
Yes, I thought but maybe it came out too late for them to include it.
Maybe.
But I mean, obviously, it makes sense that he won as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the song choice probably should have been the one that had more dancing. Here we go. Best dance performance, Ditto, New Jeans, of course. I can't remember who they were up against. But yeah, it makes sense. Ah, yes. That was
Yes.
fun. That was fun.
Deserved.
Deserved. And what makes the final award that they won so special is because S-Coop didn't accept this with him. We didn't know he was there yet. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
we finally found out he was actually there the whole time, which is really sweet. Seven again, best collaboration. Music video, flower. You know, culture is stuff. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Favorite dance performance male group. A lot of their categories don't make sense to me because they're kind of repeats,
A little
so it kind of gets
repetitive,
confusing.
but Treasure
Yeah.
Treasure is a great performance group.
Yeah. Favorite is female. Seraphim. The idol favorite global performer. Yeah, I saw them win that one. Favorite global performer, ATEEZ.
Which
This
is
is the
good.
only one
I'm glad ATEEZ won something because they weren't really nominated for anything.
This was the only award they were nominated for.
Oh, they
and
did
I'm
get
glad they
nominated
won
for
it.
something? Yeah.
Just for this.
Deserved.
And they won it. So I'm glad that, but
because
my God, were
originally
they
weren't nominated for anything.
They were the only thing they were just. This was the only award they were nominated for. Bikers had a ton of nominations.
I didn't even see this on the nomination list.
I saw this
because I went to check and
Yeah.
I didn't even see this one.
Yeah, so I thought that was weird because they had them perform there as well. So they were there.
Yeah.
They were there to accept awards as well, which I find weird that they didn't pick.
They gave them a huge stage and like they wanted them to perform, but they barely wanted to give them anything.
And Mnet uses them so much for everything. You would think they would like kind of help them out a little bit and like nominate them for a bunch of stuff, but they didn't. So that was just a weird thing for me. I don't know what they were doing with this, but I'm glad they won at least because they deserve it. Asian, INI. Favorite Asian female. Kepler. Our Achievement Award. That's nice. They do inspire me. The Galaxy Neo Flip Artist Award. What? I don't even know what that means. But they won it. Treasure won it.
Congrats.
Favorite, and I love him. I need like figure out who this is because I love them. Favorite new artist was both Zero Base One and Rise, which is accurate because they have freaking huge fan bases. Best male group, 17. They won a lot during this awards. I think they won like 5 or 6.
Good.
Best female, New Jeans. New female, or no. Ah! New male artist, Zero Base One. They're an MDAT group, but also they have a huge fan base and people love them, so this makes This one was controversial because I was watching the chat for this, and
I've never listened to them, so I can't.
Okay, so I was watching the chat, and who they were up against, I can't remember everyone else, but the one group they were up against was Kiss of Life, and the chat went crazy for Kiss of Life. The whole chat was just, it should be Kiss of Life, it should be Kiss of Life. Kiss of Life's gonna win. They're gonna win. They announced Triple S. And everyone was like, what? And I'm not saying they're not a good group, because I think
I don't hear anybody talk about them, like, ever.
Yeah.
I hear nothing about them on the internet.
No one in chat really knew who they were. I knew who they were vaguely, but I've heard more
I had heard the name.
I've heard more hype about Kiss of Life this whole time. And that was just it was a weird energy after that, because even the crowd in Japan was kind of silent.
Oh, really?
You could kind of hear mumbling of like, oh, what? So
that's awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward, and they weren't even there to. I don't know if they had a video acceptance. I can't remember. It was just a weird moment. I'm not hating on them. I think their music is solid. I listened to a little bit of it, but I think Kiss of Life had a bigger debut, especially hype wise. There you go. This is for you. He won Best Female Artist.
Yay, my
He was up against
man.
he was up against V. He was up against Jungkook. Was there another BTS member? I can't remember. There was a ton of them in there, so I was like, who
That's
are they
some
gonna pick?
stiff competition.
They did. They did.
No, he deserved it. He worked really hard
Yeah,
on that album that he did, and it was a very nice album. So I'm glad that Jungkook won one, and I'm glad that he won one. Uh,
yeah. I wish
I
V
wish there
won
was
one.
another category for V because he had good songs too.
Yeah,
Um, but you know, I my bias is my bias.
yeah. So solid win there. I was surprised actually. I thought they were gonna give it to Jungkook. Jisoo
A little
again.
bit.
Jisoo again. She was like, they loved her. I don't know why they don't allow
Yeah.
her to come to
I know
Namas.
I wish well there was the theory that because Blackpink is more popular internationally than they are in Korea, that they were
Mm-hmm.
worried that they didn't want to take because they like to have a very elite image for their groups, which is why they don't let them go on music shows like ever. Um, so they stopped having them go to award shows when they had a feeling that they weren't going to win everything. So they wouldn't have
That's
to be
weird.
there to be snubbed. So yeah, so then they stopped getting nominated because they stopped going to award
Yeah,
shows.
but
So
they freaking love Jisoo
because
at this win.
when Blackpink first debuted, they used to give crazy award show performances, and I would
Mm-hmm.
have loved to see Jisoo do a flower stage. That would have been really cool. She would have
Yeah.
done really well. But why he doesn't let them go to end of the year award shows? They keep them very separate
Yep.
from the rest
Which I
of
feel just
the K-pop
hurts
world,
the
and it
whole
does them a
vibe.
disservice. It really does. It hurts their popularity in Korea. Um, and yeah, it just gives
And
them
now it's
less
more popular
opportunities.
internationally as well. You would think. You haven't listened to Flower yet. Highly
Dude, what
recommend.
are you
It's solid.
doing? It's a great song. I was very impressed by Flower.
Hmm.
I listen to it
When she
regularly.
did, I will say the people she was up against during the performance solo category, I feel like there were some people who could probably deserved it a little bit more. But
Yeah,
like
Jisoo's not a
best female
dancer.
artist,
Everybody
no.
knows she's not a dancer.
Like
That's
performance
not
wise,
that's no shade.
it was solid. But she was up against like Ji Hyo, whose performance level is crazy. Um,
Yeah. She
and
deserved like best female artist. I'll give her that
mhm.
very easily. But
Yeah, so
performance, no. It wasn't a
I felt
performance
like
heavy song. It was a
yeah,
vocal heavy song.
that was the only thing I was kind of weirded out about. But it's fine.
Shut
It's
up,
fine.
Brooke.
Whatever.
Stop hating. I see
But
that. I know you don't like her. let me
I,
let me appreciate my girl.
I'm missing the drama. Okay,
She said
moving on.
she doesn't like Blackpink. I
That's
understand.
fine.
It's fine. You like who
Worldwide
you like.
icon of the year, Daesang, BTS, of course, of
I
course.
mean, of course. Who else?
Song of the year, ditto. Yes, they didn't even have an acceptance speech, which is so weird because there were so many other Hybe and Hybe adjacent groups there that you would think they would be there, but they weren't. Album of the year, here we go. Now we can talk. Now we can talk.
Deserved.
Deserved.
That was a work of
So
art.
deserved. It was. And I'm glad they were actually nominated because in our personal awards, the K-pop awards, we keep it to full albums. So
Hmm.
I wasn't sure if they were going to be even nominated because I don't know what their criteria was, but apparently they're they were nominated and they won, which is great. Um,
Yeah. I mean, it's very
um,
self-explanatory.
uh, if they had a full album this year, I would give it to them again. But we gave them album of the year in the K-pop awards last year. You just
Yeah,
didn't
for
see it,
Face the Sun. Yeah, because it hasn't been uploaded yet.
but you'll see it. I guess I'll upload it this year.
It'll get uploaded before this year's.
Yeah, but
So you will
just
see our award show from last year.
on the record, we gave them this award first. Um, but I think that's all. Maybe there's more. Okay, artist of the year, New Jeans, and that's it. Worldwide, I don't care about this really. There, a bunch of groups won. Yeah, let's just talk about them accepting the award and how big it was because I was so
Yeah.
because okay, so when I was watching this live, the artist of the year was announced first, and they were nominated for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone in the chat was being like, 17 deserves this, 17 deserves this, and they announced New Jeans, and we were all like, oh.
Yeah, like New Jeans is huge, and I understand that. But it's like 17's kind of on another level, and New Jeans can get on that level in a few years.
This was all announced after they just performed. This was all, these two categories were right after they performed. So that's why they were so sweaty when they were up there accepting their award, because they just performed their hearts out, and they just kind of give them Artist of the Year. And I personally didn't know if they were nominated for Album of the Year because I didn't know the criteria. So I was like, did they just snub them out of like this major award when they completely deserved it? And then luckily, Album of the Year, they won it, and I was super happy.
Yeah, but no, they should have been Artist of the Year. That should have been.
I mean, I understand not doing double because that would be kind of awkward too.
Hey, they gave BTS like everything. They can give 17 everything for a year.
True. Yeah, but I think it kind of made it more dynamic when it was kind of like, oh, they snubbed them, but then they announced that it was them who won Album of the Year, and then S Groups came out, and they were all together, and he was there because he wasn't there the whole night, and the fact that he was there for this made me so happy because I was.
Well, yeah, because I'm glad they let him go out on stage because he's not going to be here much longer. So
I know, because he's going to the military, not anything else.
Oh yeah. No, he's going to the military. That him and Junghan have to go soon. So yeah, it's like their year's coming up.
Yeah, and same Alex.
Yeah, like BTS sweeping award shows during their prime.
I know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. He's just like he's old. He's not that old. He's old enough to go to the military. That's
yes.
You know.
And
sorry,
he's
not dying.
He's okay.
He's not dying. They're just gonna go away for a couple years. With and 17, I really hope they rip the Band-Aid off. Let everyone go, even Dino. Everyone go, and you have the foreign members. You keep the foreign members active because you got three that don't have to go. So just get it all over, go all together because you got too many people and it'll take way too long. And I'm not about to sit here and have a Super Junior situation with them.
Yes. Please, I know they're inspired by Super Junior. I know they love them, but please don't follow.
Yeah, please don't follow their military pattern. No, don't do it.
So bad.
Just rip off the Band-Aid, go away for a couple years. Yeah, Vernon has to go.
And yes, Vernon has to go.
He's not American enough.
Yeah, he gave up his American citizenship. He chose Korea, which is fine. I understand that. I believe Joshua's fine, unless something has changed.
Joshua's fine. No, his mom still lives over in America and everything. Okay. Like no, he's American. As far as I don't think he's born and raised America. So I don't know. He can have a solo, and you got the two Chinese members. So
I don't know if they have to do something in China. I know they did some. There's like some sort of like schooling that they have to do that's mandatory that Yirin did, but I think they've already done that. I think they're older and have already. I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't know anything about that stuff for China. I just know we'll have 3 members to keep us occupied. Give Joshua a solo album, please.
Yeah. I do hope they kind of wait and don't like jump the gun on it, and then like he should debut like once they're all gone. I feel like that would be kind of iconic.
Have a Chinese duo album.
That'd be cool. Yeah, but also do it in Korean.
Yes, do a Korean versions because I prefer listening to that. Mm-hmm. The only song I listen to in Chinese that they do is the My Eye song because I like the way it sounds in Chinese.
Yeah, but this is a very like a poignant moment too because it's been like nine years of them.
Something like that. It's been a long time.
Before ever winning any sort of big award like this. So it's been a long time in the making, and their speech was very emotional and made me also emotional. Wonu talked about his mom, which hurts me. And then Seungkwan brought out Moonbin, which also hurt me. It was like a double whammy. And I was like catching up with the subtitles were kind of delayed, so I was like catching up, and I'm like, why is he crying? I
didn't have subtitles. I had to guess what they were saying.
They were on the side.
With my
they were
broken
live.
Korean. They weren't on the YouTube video. Yeah.
Basically, Wanu said he was going to tell his mom about this later. And if you don't know, she passed away a while ago, somewhat recently, but a while ago. And then Mubin, obviously. Uh, he told like the other, basically someone turned to like the other artists and was like, I know this is a really hard industry and stuff like that. Just never give up. And like also thank you to Mubin. I love you. That kind of stuff. Thank you for being my friend. That kind of situation. It was sad.
Mm-hmm.
And painful.
Yeah,
but...
no, I got the translation for Sungkwan.
Okay.
But like I could pick up like they were talking kind of fast, so I couldn't pick up everything. If they were talking slowly, I could.
And his voice was breaking up because he was.
Oh yeah,
crying.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, my Korean is not great, but I could pick up some of it. So I got the general theme. Could not tell you what the said. Could not begin to tell you what he said. Yeah, his part.
I don't know if they translated that or not. I think they might have. I don't remember.
Jong'an, I could not tell you what Jong'an was saying.
Yeah, there were live translate. I think they translated for all the languages, which was nice. It was just slightly delayed, so it was kind of awkward. But
yeah, see, that throws me off because like when I hear parts that I understand and I see delayed translations, it messes with my brain too. So, but they didn't have any subtitles on the YouTube video, so I was like, oh, okay,
interesting.
I'll just
because it was like over on the side. It wasn't like it wasn't big. It was like really small letters over here on the side.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I saw some translations on Twitter.
Oh no, yeah, that was the big because Sungkwan mentioned like the big events of this year, and I can't remember if it was this year or like a year and a half ago. I can't remember the exact time, but it was that recent.
Yeah, it was right before Super came out.
Yeah,
like that week, the weekend before Super came out. So Sungkwan set out a lot of promotions for Super because of it.
And like it breaks my heart like reading like Twitter people like talking about it too, because like some people have also lost parents and they kind of talk about how like when you kind of make these big achievements in life, the first person you want to tell is the person who's no longer in your life because they're gone. So that really made this sink in even more, because I don't really have that close of a proximity of a person who I've lost yet. But I can understand how painful that is. So like poignant of a moment this is for them. So yeah, it was emotional.
Yeah, but deserved. Yeah. yeah. It was quite an emotional speech. But yeah, it was a long time coming for them. I'm very proud of them. And I hope they send us off with one last banger of a tour before they have to go away for a couple years. And I hope they really just go away for a couple years. I hope there's no long wait. Yeah. Yeah, because like 2 years military, that's enough to get the subunits decent promotion, and then when the subunits wrap up, then bring everybody back.
Yeah, and I will say I do love the lady who announced their award.
Was it Jonghwa?
I believe so. She was so genuinely happy for them, and you could tell she got emotional too. She was like, "It's finally them, like finally," because they did a cover of her song a long time ago, for an award show performance, I believe. So they've have a long history together as artists. So it just made me happy that she was the one announcing it, and you could tell she was so genuinely happy for them.
Yeah. It was good. It was not a disappointing Mamas, because Mamas kind of fell off for a little bit and it was kind of boring, and people were the other award shows were a lot better. But this year, I think Mamas did very well. So,
yeah, they did much better than last year. Last year, I was kind of disappointed.
I didn't remember last year. I don't remember anything in that time period.
I just remember being disappointed. Not necessarily with the awards, because I don't remember the awards, but like the performance-wise, I was kind of like, this is a little messy. And I can't remember if they're the ones who put everyone outside and the dressing rooms and like waiting area was outside during the winter. It was either them or the MMAs.
But, yeah, I think the MMAs had been doing better. Do group retirees actually struggle after Yeah, they really do, because a lot of times they give up a lot of education to pursue life as an idol. It's a full-time job, and usually you're in high school and middle school when you come in as a trainee. So you really just have like a high school degree. Not everyone does college afterwards, and a lot of jobs in Korea require a college degree. So you're kind of stuck being a full-time, part-time worker if
And
you
if
fail as an
you're
idol.
and if you're super famous, it's kind of looked down upon to have a normal job after that because
Mm.
it's kind of like looks like you failed. That even
Yeah, so
happens in like
if you
mhm.
fall off afterwards, like if you're really popular for a while and then you fall off, then yeah, because I know there's some AOA members that started getting regular jobs after AOA kind of broke up a little bit. Um, and some people didn't take too kindly to that.
And that is kind of a cultural thing too, because I do hear about
Mm.
like if someone from Korea moves away from Korea to like America and then they end up moving back for like financial reasons or whatever, that's kind of looked down upon too as like you failed, especially by like family members. So
Mm.
it's kind of a cultural thing. There is a very like strong sense of like achievement and like
Yeah,
the importance of that.
yeah,
So
yeah. And mandatory enlistment, like I understand why they have it. Um,
they're
but
still
if they're
technically at
going
war,
to, yeah, if they're going to exempt Olympians, exempt idols. I don't see a
especially
difference.
the ones that are like at the level that BTS is.
But
Even
then,
other
but
groups
then,
have made it.
yeah, but then there's also the issue of pride. Like you have so much pride in yourself that you don't want to let your country down. I think that's really what BTS did, and that's why they enlisted.
Hmm.
I think they could have gotten away with it without enlisting, but they didn't want to be the first because they had too much pride
Yeah,
in their country
because they
and
get
in
a lot of hate
themselves.
already too for that
Mm.
kind of stuff.
I mean,
So
they carried the Korean economy. I mean, let's be honest. But yeah, they'll never be able to exempt anybody. They didn't exempt Big Bang. They didn't exempt BTS. It's it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be hard for any idols. Like I remember Jung Young Hwa from CN Blue. He wanted to further his education, and there was a delay that you could do for enlistment, and people got really mad at him because they thought he was trying to get another degree so he didn't have to serve. He was like, "Well, I was gonna serve, but I kind of wanted to go to school first, and then I was gonna serve." But then he had to cancel his school plan to go to the military, and I don't know that he ever went and did that extra
yeah,
education.
because it's so hard to jump back into it after all that too.
Mm. So
And
he
like
just went back
sometimes
to
you don't feel
singing
like
in the
it
band.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, so he missed out on like another schooling that he wanted to do because of it, but he still served, but people got really mad at him. He's like, I'm not trying to skip. He's like, this is something that's you're allowed to do. Um,
Mm,
and then you have people like the situation with Ravi from VIX, where he felt like
yeah.
he was carrying his entire company, and if he went to the military, his company would fail because he was bringing in all the money. And that's like not that's like an unfair amount of pressure. So I don't even guilt him for trying to push his date back. Or what happened with Kai, like he had to miss his 10th anniversary because of it. Like I think there should be some level of flexibility when it comes to people like this. You can't exempt Olympians who perform like once every 4 years and
I mean,
people
they
that
train a
perform for
lot.
you every day. I mean,
They
they
train a
train a
lot
lot.
during those years, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but also they're not nearly as well known as your idols, and your idols are floating your economy.
Yeah, I
And I
think
think they deserve a little respect for
it's a
that.
difference in level of how like prestigious they see the awards too. Because like K-pop idols, whatever, but like
And
Olympians, oh
it's not
wow.
like they're bringing in you in billions of dollars every year to
Yeah,
float your
I feel like
country.
they should reevaluate the how they perceive idols versus Olympians for what
Yeah,
they
because
bring in.
it's so hard for idols to come back and still be successful. Like unless you're an
Yes.
EXO, unless you're a Big Bang. Well, even Big Bang, they
Unless
came back,
you're
they did one song, and that now they're not. Big Bang's done. They're done as a
yeah,
group.
well they're in a company that was treating them horribly
Oh,
too,
well,
even
yeah,
though
but they also like ran YG. Let's be real, they ran their group.
I
YG
know,
didn't get much of a say about them.
but YG didn't help.
No,
They
they
made it
didn't.
worse.
But it was like G Dragon was like in charge of them. But they decided that they didn't want to be a group anymore, so they all did solo stuff. But yeah, when they see them cut, yeah, Hyunjin's haircut's gonna be rough.
Oof.
That boy looks good with long hair. I'm not even a Stray Kids fan, and I think he's attractive with long hair.
Yeah, I don't. Have we ever seen him with short hair? Like shorter
No,
than
I
that?
don't even want to think about it, to be honest.
Mm. It's gonna be a
All
sad
right.
day.
Yeah. Anyways, we've had quite a few rants this live stream in the middle of
Yeah.
everything, but And we've been going for like 2.5 hours. So
Yep.
I think this is a good place to wrap it up.
Okay. He's had short hair.
He's had short hair? I only recognize him with long hair. To me, it's very signature.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I wouldn't recognize him if he cut it.
He should always have long hair. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out and enjoying our little recap and contributing.
And apologies for any technical stuff that's going wrong. I'm trying to fix it, but you know, technology sucks.
Yeah, so your computer just does not like USB stuff. Like, we can hear you, it's just sometimes the quality dips. It's not like we can't hear you.
And I literally don't change anything, which is the annoying part. So, yeah. But yes, stream ending soon, sad face.
We will be back next week at our usual time. And
the usual place.
Usual place. With something else.
I think,
who knows what we'll have next time?
I think before next stream, or MMAs will have happened, so maybe that could be a topic if it's interesting enough. I don't know what they're going to do.
Out. See if it's any different.
If it's worth talking, or if it's worth talking about, then if it's worse, we won't talk about it. But last year was okay, I think.
I don't remember.
I think technically...
You can't ask me about last year and expect me to remember anything.
I know, you won't remember anything. But, like, I think the performances were better, but, like, the quality of the recording wasn't that great, if I remember right. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all a blur at this point. But next week might be the topic of MMAs or something else. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll plan it out and let you guys know. So, Tuesday, not Wednesday. I had a late appointment yesterday, and I didn't get back till almost. Yeah, and it worked because we had day 2, so it worked out.
Yes.
But yeah, next week, next Tuesday, we'll see you all. Thanks for hanging out. Leave us a like on your way out if you haven't already. We'll see you.
Like this. Bye.
Bye.